34th of fall. Back in Ferox, we went to see Captain Drake Tomes to deliver Frannic's head. We spoke privately with him afterwards and shared what we knew of a possible traitor in town. Based on the missives we found, the goblins might be operating on the instruction of someone of influence within the town. The captain was concerned, but couldn't think of anyone who he would suspect. He asked us to bring him more information should we come across it, and after paying us 400 gold pieces for our services, including a bonus for the information, he went on his way. We split the reward and decided it was time to return to the Spire. I look forward to seeing what else lies for us within, and I'm curious to see whether the cure for the myconids worked. Bud and Nairi guided us once again through the forests, taking less time than we expected. An uneventful day and a half later, we made it back to the Spire. 35th of fall, round noon, the Tourdevore had set up barricades and an encampment around the ruin. A young guard I didn't recognize stopped us and told us the Spire was closed. I introduced myself in the group by its recently acquired name and informed him politely that we had been given permission from the elders to explore here. Nairi stepped forward and confirmed this. He recognized her and let us pass. With that out of the way, we were free to head in. The plants in the place looked much healthier, so that was a good sign. There were still dangers, though, as it seems a rust monster had taken residence here. Bud took on the form of a giant snake and scared it away. We continued, keeping an eye out for more. Athi and Ilar had never been here before, and both Morgan and Lynn had joined after we'd cleared quite a bit of the first level, so going through the space again, there were things we had missed the first time around, which their fresh eyes picked up on, especially Ilar, who ended up finding multiple hidden treasures. In the room with the fire traps and dead mimics, we found a pile of gold and a chest hidden behind a wall. Athi smelled something interesting in the chest. The items inside didn't smell like anything to me, but they were intriguing, so I cast Detect Magic. We are starting to piece together that the things Athi smells might relate to certain schools of magic. Curious. The things she smelled were, well, I don't think she smelled the scrolls. That was probably a mistake. We found 2 scrolls, a nature-themed mantle, which radiated transmutation and scents of earthy truffles, and a small pouch with dust inside, radiating illusion and smelling of the absence of smell to Athi. Continuing, we decided to check on the room where our previously corrupted tree friend had been in. Instead, we found the man in red, Reldon. He was in the middle of some sort of meditation or ritual. My Detect Magic pinged quite a few sources of magic on him. He really was no ordinary old man. He seemed pleasantly surprised to see us, though. After some light interrogation, mostly from Morgan, the initial skirting around the truth from both sides, we got from him some cryptic excuses that he was here to see what was going on with the mushroom people, and he was interested in studying the corruption. It was odd that he was here alone after seeming quite helpless when in the goblin camp, and that he was able to get in here without getting the attention of the Tourdevore. Morgan attempted to probe Reldon's mind, but Reldon cut off the attempt like it was nothing. He seemed a little disappointed, but not angry. I suggested telepathically that he seems powerful, and he might be able to make something of what we had discovered here. Morgan didn't trust him, understandably, but the rest of us wanted to exchange knowledge with him, so he relented. I told the story, though it wasn't as well told as what Morgan would do. After we left him to his meditation, Athi mentioned she had smelled herbal leaves and truffles, divination and transmutation, on him for a moment. I pointed out this skill of hers was unusual, and Morgan expanded on that, suggesting she may have connections to the arcane. Athi shared a bit of her story and how strange things had started happening around her in the last year, leading her to feel like she needed to distance herself from her family until she figured it out. Morgan also shared a little of how he met his god, asking if she had ever had any experience like that, but she couldn't recall any particular moment or event. We continued down the hall our group had previously been down. Here, Ilar found his second hidden room. He also discovered another crossbolt trap behind the hidden entrance. I did try to warn him, as did the others, but he was too hasty. I can't poke fun at him, though, having been the one to activate the last trap in pursuit of a shiny sword. Mistakes were made, lessons may or may not have been learned, but regardless, treasure was acquired. In this room, we found a bunch of stuff that I listed. This hidden room was decorated with druidic symbols and herbs, and Bud seemed to relax here. I think if we left him there, he would have just curled up in his snake form and taken a nap. But there was stuff to explore and mushroom friends to see. We went to the North Passage that could lead to their colony, but was a new path, so I wanted to take that one, obviously. Once we got to the colony, it was clear that the corruption that had caused them to go feral had cleared. The shrooms didn't recognize us, but we were able to speak with them peacefully and let them know what had happened. They led us into their colony, and we found our buddies, Moldy and Fungi, here, happy to see us. We wanted to understand this place and what happened to it, and its connection to the spire we are seeking. The leader told us of a structure that was somehow buried here, that it was here before they arrived, and that he believed the disease that infected them did come from it. He also told us of dangerous tunneling creatures that were able to, or unable to tunnel into the spire, and sentinel-like walking statues protecting it. Their leader thanked us again and asked us how they might repay the debt. They offered several useful nature components they grew themselves. While that would be useful, especially with Bud and Lynn's skills, we asked if there were any things they might offer us other than components. He admitted that while they do have items we would find interesting, they are invaluable to their colony. He said many of them were found at the Spire, and several were used by their seer to replenish their magical energies. That interested me more than a bunch of ingredients. I mostly just wanted to see them, though. The strange statuette that seems to be following me might be from the Spire, and I was interested to see if they have any more. I produced it and asked if it seemed familiar, and they said they had a few like it. Ilar asked if the seer might know anything about the mantle we found, and they identified it. Turns out it was something for druids or rangers. Ilar was disappointed. Bud was hesitant to take it because snakes or tigers might look a little silly wearing a mantle, but if we can't trade it, he would be willing to use it. Otherwise, Nairi could make good use of it. They identified the pouch of dust we found before as dust of disappearance. This could be good if we needed to make the whole party invisible to get out of a situation. Before going to look at the artifacts, they gave us a stack of rare herbs and 4 potions, and the leader offered to let us stay for a bit as well. One of the others said to him that perhaps we could help them. The leader hesitated, saying we had done enough, then reluctantly mentioned a creature down in the caves that has brought harm to their people. I suppose they would be in our debt once more, should we offer to take care of it. We haven't made any agreements on that so far, though. And I think that's where we ended.
All right, thank you for that recap.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
So, alright, you know what? I think I'm just going to delete the secondary group page. So I keep almost accidentally pulling it up. So let me just get rid of that really quick. Seekers of the Spire, remove. Alright, now it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so we are on the 35th of fall at 1:30 p.m. The group is in the colony. You don't really, it doesn't, your token positions aren't really an issue.
I can't see myself.
Were you not here? No, did you miss last
Yeah.
time?
Oh, yeah, you weren't here yet.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
why.
I
I'll
weren't
try
here
again.
last time, so I can't see it. I can't see shit.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think we had the token out for you.
No. Are we okay
There we go.
keeping the same NPC? I think it was Nairi we were playing, in case our guy doesn't show.
Yeah, I
Sure.
think that makes sense. And I was, I know I was running her, but we didn't really do much.
Alright, so yeah,
So,
like I said,
I
the
can continue.
sorry, what?
I can continue to run her. If you
Oh,
want to.
okay. Yeah. No worries. So yeah, your position in the colony doesn't matter as much if you just want to do things while you're here. Oh, one other thing. I don't know if you mentioned it. The colony did say there were some kind of creatures that caused trouble for them in the lower caves.
Yeah, I mentioned that at the end, but I wasn't sure if it was like one creature or a bunch of creatures.
Ah, okay. Was
wasn't
setting
quite clear
something
on
up. I might have missed that. All right, so that's the only thing I wanted to remind you of in case. But it looks like you're on top of it. Good work. So yeah,
I
what?
couldn't remember if we agreed to anything.
No, I don't think you did. I think the group discussed it a little bit, but I don't think anyone was like, we're going to do it. It was more just, it was kind of hanging out there if the group wanted to, like say, we can do this for you, but so far no one has committed. They just mentioned it. Because I think someone was asking about what else they could do for the Myconids. But anyway, so yeah, they were going to show you their artifacts. So they would take you off to the side to an area of the cave, say kind of over in this area. Again, you don't have to worry about tokens. But yeah, there's some rocks that they would move aside, and they start pulling out these look like statuettes of some kind.
Oh.
One of them is a strange-looking gauntlet. And I'll say, when you see that, Athy, or Alette, sorry, I'm messing my things up. Something about it would look familiar to you.
The gauntlet?
Yeah, though you can't place it. Forgive me, I'm
like
an old
interesting...
man. I have a bad memory. It's like a word, Athy. No, it's Alette. Shit. I had a 50% chance of getting that right. But yes, the gauntlet would look familiar to you somehow. They pull out a bunch of different statues, but yeah, something about that gauntlet catches your eye. Give me an intelligence check to remember something.
She's not going to remember anything. She's got...
It's like, I knew I should have done more thinking in school.
Yeah. She was too busy messing around. Oh, not intimidation. Where is...
No, it would be just straight intelligence.
Check. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, look at that.
So for some reason, a memory comes back to you. Well, not for some reason, but a memory comes back to you where you were kind of young, moving through the woods. This was back when you were part of the Tordivore. And you remember during a thunderstorm, you were trying to get home. You kind of slipped and fell down this steep hill area, and you noticed buried in the mud what looked like a partial set of armor with gauntlets. That one of them looked very much like that gauntlet. You had gone back the next day, but it was not still there. You're not sure what happened to it during the evening, but yeah, it was gone. This might be that gauntlet.
Interesting. So I recognize like the markings maybe on it.
Yeah, it looks very similar to the one that was kind of stuck in the mud, like I said, while you were running home to get out of the rain. Yeah, so
she would ask about it. For sure, she would be very. Once you can finish describing, but she would definitely want to ask about that.
Yeah, sure. So they pull out a few other things, and I'll say one of the statuettes actually kind of catches your eye, Athy. Actually, you can give me an intelligence check as well. Okay. See what you remember. This might trigger a memory for you. Alright, give me one moment. I want to review some of your backstory stuff to make sure I'm getting this right. You get a 14. So again, like obviously you don't know what Alette's memories she's having right now, but you have a memory of this statue that you can't explain yourself. Just something about it seems very familiar to you.
And just the one, not like Alet's or any of the others that they pulled out.
No, just one of the last statues they bring out. Just something about it. Just, yeah, almost like a very faint, maybe childhood memory, or maybe something from when you were very young before you started, like, really remembering things. Just something about it. But yeah, so they pull all these out. Or go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, she would probably, like, you know, kind of pick it up and examine it a little closer since it caught her eye, and kind of just rack her brain a little bit, maybe sniff it.
All right. So you walk over to that one, and the Myconids would sort of look at each other. And I'll say Bud and Lynn, with your passive insight, they seem kind of like, you're not sure if it's surprised or impressed that Athy is looking at that one. Maybe there's something special about it.
About the little statuette.
Yeah, the one Athy walks over to. And you said
Oh.
Alette goes to the gauntlet and looks at that one as well.
Mhm. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you going to say as you do these things?
I would go over to like the photo board and be like, is there something special about that particular statuette?
When you say Tortivore, do you mean the Myconids? The Tortivore are the Elven tribe.
Oh, sorry, my conids.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
get it wrong.
They're with the fun guys.
Yeah, they're the fun guys. So yeah, you hear in your mind, your friend chose one of the more dangerous statues that was buried fairly deep in this place. Just
Is that-
surprising. And I
Was
guess,
that direct to Lynn? Or...
yeah, I guess they do it to all of you. You'd all hear that. If Lynn was
Because I think
speaking out loud.
I would be kind of startled and like look up and realize that they're like looking at me, and I'd put it back down, like, you know, where I'd picked it up from. But I look puzzled.
All right, so yeah, they would say the statue was protected by traps that killed one of our explorers, unfortunately, and it seemed to send out psychic signals that made several of us sick for many days, unable to hear the telepathy of the others in the tribe. Though after a while it seemed to die down, almost like the artifact didn't want to be moved by us. We kind of keep it in the back for a reason.
Interesting.
Does the statuettes smell like something to you?
Does it have a school of magic, Lou?
Alright, so... yes, it does, but, the school of... Well, I'll say the smell... Because you don't know what the smells mean yet, right?
Right, but so out of character, tell me the school, and then in character, I'll say this what it smells like to her.
Alright.
Unless you want to do it differently, that's fine.
Oh, see.
I'm just trying to think what this school would be.
And while you do that,
yeah, go ahead.
while you do that, then we'll like ask Athy like, if you are gravitating to that statue, that statuette, maybe you have some connection to it. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It looked familiar for a moment. I can't quite place why it would. I don't recall ever seeing anything like this before, and the others don't feel the same.
So-
Yeah, and it seems like the statuette recognizes you if you're not like, if you haven't suffered psychic damage for touching it and moving it.
Might start following you around. Alette would like say it. She kind of like is
What do you mean by
distracted
that?
from the gauntlet.
Have you told the rest of us about the statue?
Oh, maybe she hasn't.
I don't know. Even if you had, I don't think it would have been when Athy was with you yet.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, she has shown the group because she recently pulled it out to show the Myconids. Like,
that's
oh,
cool.
you have any like this? But but
Gotcha.
you all might not have known. Like, you might have actually thought that she just kept it for herself. When we tried, I don't know.
Yeah. I'd be like, what do you mean by
But
that?
she'd be like,
follow you.
oh, you know how this one like just like appeared in my room one day? Did I not tell you that? Oh, I've got the worst
No.
memory.
Oh, and the statue smells like elderberry with citrus and rose hips and almond.
Nairi would say,
Oh.
"Is this like the time one of our sisters' things just happened to appear in your room?" And she crosses her arms skeptically.
That was still a setup, I think, but
She winks at you.
no, no, this was different.
Were you saying something, Lynn?
I bumped into my mic.
Ouch. But yeah, I guess Alette would share the story of how this thing appeared in her room, and maybe ask Kathy if she wants to sniff it too. Does it smell like the same thing?
Sounds like an accursed what? But yeah, I would go ahead and sniff it, but I would carefully not touch it.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's cursed. It actually like well, it seemed familiar, and it's like it like brought back memories. Did yours bring back a memory?
Does hers seem familiar to me at all?
If you kind of concentrate on the smell of hers, it would smell like conjuration.
Okay. So,
Conjuration smell like.
yeah. That one. I smell a variety of things. I was planning on doing that one based on what was conjured. So I don't have a smell for that one. But yeah, she'd look puzzled. She'd like, it's a little all over the place. I'm not certain. I can't quite place it.
Yeah. It's a very interesting skill you have there. Because it smells like stone to me.
It's a very different, like, the two statues feel, the sense that I get from them is just, the smell is different. They don't seem alike.
So
Lynn gets an idea. Athy, can you try smelling my the heirloom of my mother's, the necklace, the pendant I'm wearing? I have been using it. I have been like using it to like hope for something to happen, and I think that's why I can cast magic. Can
Is
you
it your?
check it out for me? It is it's a holy symbol. Out of character, it's a holy
It's a
symbol.
holy symbol. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I could try. And I'd kind of like, it's kind of awkward, like you're asking her to come smell you, so she kind of like
The pendant.
But she complies.
I will take off the pendant. Okay, I will take off the pendant and give it to you.
Okay,
this
then
was
would,
sort of your story, Lynn. Is this pendant magical? Yeah. I don't actually
It's
know.
a holy symbol.
Yeah,
it's a holy symbol.
So holy symbols aren't generally magical. There are some that are, but most holy symbols are just objects you can kind of channel the divine power through.
So they wouldn't have any like residual.
Okay. Like... Because I don't know why I have the magic, so I would be doing that, and even though like it might be nothing.
All right. Well, I guess story-wise, like, would this be magical? Since, like I said, this is kind of your thing. Or would you rather it just be a normal object? Or would you like me to decide?
I would say it could be a little bit magical because like it's an heirloom from my mother's.
All right.
Like
so
it has some significance at least.
What kind of effect do you think it might have? Like, is it like a protection talisman? Like
yeah, protection.
Maybe aberration or something.
I think it would be more protection-wise.
More, but RP, not like actual magic.
Yeah.
So it might be abjuration then. If there's a magical aura on it, you might sense some abjuration as well.
Yeah, this actually smells very similar to the statue that felt familiar to me. I smell that elderberry again. It's good for immunity, elderberries are, you know.
Oh. I think Mother wanted to protect me or something.
So
that makes sense.
Moldy would say in your minds, Well, we can trade you some of these if you want. We do use gold to trade with some of the surface races from time to time. So if you have gold coin, we'd be happy to sell things to you, these included. Well, at least some
What's
of
the
them.
story with this gauntlet? Alette would ask. She had gotten distracted from it, and now she's like, "Oh, this was very
right, that
interesting."
gauntlet.
Yeah,
So
but she's
the-
easily distracted.
The shaman would say, "Oh, well, that also has a bit of a strange story. It was found on the outskirts of our cave here, just on the path one day by some of our scouts and I guess they just call them scouts, like maybe rangers, but some of those who defend the trails into the cave, and they just kind of brought it back here, and it seemed to have some magical energies to it, so like the others, our shamans used it to draw power, which helps them with their magic."
Do you mind if I did? Oh wait, I've already used that today. Damn it. I wish I could cast more magic. I'm interested to see what sort of magic this is, but I don't have that ability anymore today.
Nairi crosses her arms. She says, "Well, just let Athi take a sniff. She seems to be the sniffer tester here." She smiles at you.
But is she smelling? Like, is she smelling magic? You think? I mean, it was that the illusion one smelled like nothing, so that's kind of interesting.
She shrugs. She says,
is.
"Well, I don't know. She just seemed to be smelling things and seemed to notice certain magics on them." And I will tell
I
you,
don't understand
Athi.
how you guys.
Or go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I will say,
I don't understand how you guys don't smell it. The scents are so strong and poignant. How do you not smell them?
and I will say that actually most of these items do have a scent, though a lot of them are much less potent than, well, at least the one that you smelled, and now you are smelling a more potent scent from Alette's gauntlet as well.
I mean, so far everything that you've smelled has ended up being a magical item of some sort, so far as I can tell. From
Understand how this could.
probably has something to do with all the weird stuff that's been happening with you.
I guess so.
Maybe.
Nairi would whisper to Morgan, "Maybe one of them can be the bad guys in your story this time. You know, just try something different." Oh, is Morgan there?
Well,
Anytime you want a story, I'd be happy to share. Sorry, wrong mute button.
Oh, no worries. She says, "Well, it just seems like... Never mind." Alright, so what do you all want to do?
I guess Alette would probably share that she remembered this gauntlet, that she had come across it before. But she's like, "I don't think it has any significance to me. I just was, I stumbled across it once, I think."
Lynn will still be playing with her necklace.
Very.
Well, if you want, we can sell you the gauntlet. We don't really know much about what it does, so we'd probably offer you like a pretty fair price, say 100 gold pieces.
Well, can you tell us more about what it might do? Besides, I know you all use it to replenish your magic, or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean,
but
he says most of these the shamans draw magic from, so that's all we do with them. Is it helps our shamans have more energies to use during the day, beyond what they can normally channel before a long rest. So I'm not sure how they would help you and your group, though.
I think we could take
gauntlets are
it and
gauntlets.
then I think we could take it and see if we can have it identified. Maybe when we go to a town.
Well,
One of the Tour de
sure.
Vor might be able to help with that.
Or yeah, maybe
we have our camp member too.
Oh, we do. Okay. Yeah.
But I mean that statue seems to call to you, Athi, as well. So
I don't know. They said it was
how-
dangerous.
danger.
The scent to me doesn't signify danger. It feels familiar, but
Yeah,
know.
then you should take it. Maybe it'll help you find why you can smell all these different scents.
Well, I mean, I don't want to deprive them of all their magic items. They didn't really say which ones they were willing to part with them for what, other than the gauntlet.
Well, they say this one's the most dangerous one, and it's why they don't move it. So maybe they are using the other statuettes. I would ask one of the. Lynn would ask one of the Myconids. Is this particular statuette the one you don't touch, or is it okay if we take it?
Sorry, give me one moment. Alright, what did you ask? You would hear a voice in your head, which I just sent you a message about.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
I would ask. I said like I would ask Myconids whether or not the dangerous statuette that they said is something that they use to draw magic from, or just something that they don't touch and would be willing to part with.
Says no, that one is actually fairly potent. We do draw magic from it, but it is. We have noticed that sometimes it almost seems like it does not want to be touched, and in times like that, we avoid it, as we know what might happen to us if we try to draw from it. At least like what happened to our scouts when they found it.
Okay, then is it okay if we take it with us? We would be willing to buy it.
Give me a... Wait, what did you say? Second part?
I said we would be willing to buy it.
Oh, yes, we would be willing to sell it. That one we had a bit more loss and seems more powerful, so we would probably ask for 200 gold pieces. And just to kind of answer something that you brought up earlier, they would say we have identified all of these, and none of them seem to have any direct abilities, because our shaman can also identify things.
Okay.
Just
so like the gauntlet.
Yes, the gauntlet included. It just seems like they're, all just doused with some kind of magical energy. If they do have other purposes, they're hidden from us.
Well, I mean,
okay.
if the group thinks we should take them with us, then I can...
If they are like connected to you guys, I think it's better if we take them.
Well, but it was 200 for the one, right? Not for all of them.
It was
200. It was 100. Yeah, it was 100 for the gauntlet and 200 for the statuette.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think we should grab it. If they want to purchase it like with their own stash of money, they could. If they don't, we could use a little bit of the party gold to help buy it. It's significant to them, after all. Lynn is like holding her pendant very tightly in her hand, like just it reminds her like about her own heirloom and how like it's important to her.
So, I mean, I would pull out my coin purse since you guys just recently paid me and give them the gold for the statuette.
Yeah, Alette would definitely. I mean, she kind of went off. She kind of spaced out for a little while there, but she would shake her head and be like, these gauntlets.
Oh, and I sent you another
kind of
message
like them.
to reply to what you sent me.
Secrets.
Secret.
So I missed the conversation. Did they agree to sell us the gauntlet and the statue?
They said
yes,
the
I've
gauntlet is
purchased the
100
statue.
and the statuette is 200.
Wow, that's very generous of them.
Yeah.
She would just. Alette seems a little distracted, like she's kind of.
We have decided if you
distracted.
guys want to purchase it because like it's like important to you guys, right? If you guys want to purchase it, you can, and if you don't have enough money, maybe we could use some of the party gold. I would be willing to donate a bit if you guys want to.
Well, I paid for the statuette out of Athi's purse.
Yeah, I think Alette would
I mean, it was most of her gold, but that's fine.
Nairi
Yeah.
would say,
Yeah.
why are these valuable to you two? Do you think there's, I mean, it sounds like the objects just have enchantments but no abilities. Is there something to be gained from purchasing these?
I can't explain it. It just feels familiar. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
puzzled. I guess I want to because I don't understand it.
Yeah, what Athie said. That would say. And she would fill out her coin purse as well.
Oh, are you paying with your own? Okay, well, if you're paying with your own money. She just shrugs and says, well, I know you always had an eye for strange and kind of unique things, Alette.
Drawn to magic. How much was it?
So the
100.
She completely missed all of the talk before.
100 for the gauntlets.
Okay.
So the shaman
And they
would-
were.
As did I.
Yeah, the shaman would.
And they were.
Here, go ahead.
Sorry. Did we say the gauntlets were conjuration?
The
No, something
gauntlets. Those were.
Yeah.
My
conjuring.
statue was conjuration.
Oh,
No,
Gauntlets
my statue was abjuration. I think the gauntlet was conjuration.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
No, I think that okay, was it? All right.
Yeah, I messaged.
'Cause I think she
Athie,
had,
the school.
And then the holy
Oh,
symbol
okay,
was
'cause-
also abjuration, we decided. Yeah.
Yeah, because Alette also had Athie sniff the statue, Alette's statue as well. I thought that.
Oh,
was
that's
conjuration,
right.
too.
That was the conjuration one. Okay, the gauntlets we didn't get a school for, I think then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
So my
sniff them. Okay.
statuette is abjuration, your statuette is conjuration, and then you have gauntlets. Okay.
Oh wait, no. The gauntlets were the conjuration one. Did you also look at her statue?
She had me sniff the statue, yeah.
Oh.
The one that
I
had
may
returned
have-
to her. Yeah.
Sorry, I may have.
hadn't sniffed
I may
those.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, mistook those. The gauntlets
Made an
were
error.
Yeah, the gauntlets were the conjuration. The statue. Oh no, never mind. You're right. No, I did give you the statue. The statue was.
Okay, so the
conjuration.
statues are different. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I
the-
just was going to record on my item that we know it's abjuration, just in case that comes important in the future. And I was trying to remember which one was what else I had looked at. Yeah.
Hey, Lou, as this is going on, I'm going to go ahead and channel divinity.
Okay.
Check and see if there's...
What?
So you're kind of you're sensing for celestials, fiends, and undead.
And also anything that would have been infected by the hollow spell, which detects basically negative or
Desecrated.
positive effects.
Yeah, so
Consecrated or
consecrated or
desecrated.
desecrated, yeah. So you would actually sense that the idol that Athie is looking at seems like
That
it
was
is looks like it is desecrated. Has some desecration on it.
I believe the hollow... Does that give me the ability to know what type of desecration or like...
I think you can just sense it. I don't see anything about identifying like the effects of it. Generally, desecration is bad. I mean, it would make sense if the item caused these guys to like lose their telepathy ability for like several days. There might be some kind of curse on this thing.
Yeah.
That said, desecrations affect different things in different ways.
Yeah, and I was debating if I was going to keep the secret or not. I don't think I would. I would share that with the group, saying, so the statue here, it has a possibly divine sense to it, and not a positive one. You should be
Oh.
careful attaching yourself too much to it. It could have effects that you do not intend or aware of.
Athie, I'm sending you some messages, just FYI.
Okay. So the
Sorry,
gloves.
I didn't mean to spam the chat with all of that.
Oh, you're
Oh,
fine.
that's fine.
The gloves smell harsh. The gauntlet is like a chemical. It's like something like accurate.
And I'm sorry, it was the statuette that had the desecration, right?
Yes, the one that
the aberration statuette.
the one that Athy was attracted to. Well, the Myconids would seem maybe a bit confused by all this, and maybe a little bit scared now that you said there was a desecration on that statue. But they are still offering to sell these.
Well, I think we already paid for them.
Oh, did you guys buy them? All right.
I subtracted the coin from Athy's purse.
All right. So
yeah, Let would hand over the 100. Yeah.
All right. So then just make sure you get those in your inventory.
Yeah, before Morgan said that. So like she's already handed over the gold, but like she'd kind of be like, maybe instead of in my backpack, and she puts it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, and that was kind of my reasoning for doing it. I'm like, you should be aware what you're getting into.
Yeah. Yeah, he did the same thing to this statue. Didn't you, Morgan?
I think I did something different to that statue.
Oh, right, you had some other sense, yeah.
Oh, and just mark the school on that item, Athy. So
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I might.
What's the session?
This is 25? Session 25.
And actually, if you're putting in the note, desecrated or something like that would be good.
Put in abjuration/desecration.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Okay. Well, if there's no other bartering to be doing, there's always time for a good story.
Story is always good. That would be kind of working with the gauntlet. Is it one gauntlet or two gauntlets?
It's just one. Did you have anything you wanted to say, Bud? Just make sure you have a chance if you were gonna say something.
No. I'm just kind of watching everything curiously still as a snake. My head just going back and forth.
Do you have your mantle on?
No, weren't we trading the mantle, or did we decide not to do
Well,
that?
we were considering that we might if there was items of similar power, but it sounds like these are more trinket type of magic items.
They did say they had the ability to do identify here. Can we get the mantle identified?
They said they had already identified all of these items, and none of them have like an active effect. They just
all. No. They want
identify the mantle.
Yeah.
The mantle.
I thought we already identified.
Yeah, we did last.
We did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It was the nature's mantle.
Oh, that's right.
And
I
the
do
dust
remember
of
that now.
disappearance. Those were the two things you identified last game.
Yeah, I do remember that now. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. But yeah, the Myconids seem excited by the idea of a story. They would happily listen to what you have to tell them. And
you guys want to do a story?
Nairi would give you a knowing look as if she's trying to tell you something about how she wants the story to go.
Oh, and Ilar isn't here, so he doesn't know the rules. Do you guys remember the rules? First one to guess in chat the title of the movie.
What do we win?
A hearty golf clap from me.
Okay.
The respect of Morgan. Or Morgan.
Okay, so Morgan sets up his light source, kind of puts a little moves some rocks around so he can stand up a little bit higher, points the light so it puts a nice little shot on him, and he goes, "My good friends, this is the story of the patron. In the sprawling city of Neverwinter, a powerful and influential Valero family rules the underworld with an iron fist. The head of the family, Morgan Valero, is wise and cunning rogue who's built an empire through a network of loyal followers and strategic alliances. He is known as the Patron, and his word is law in this criminal underworld. The story begins with the wedding of Morgan's daughter, Neferi, where various members of the city's... Yep, Bud got it. Second one, not the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Where various members of the city's elite pay their respects and seek the patron's favor. Among them is Bud Valero, Morgan's youngest son, who has distanced himself from the family's criminal activities and pursued a life as a noble warrior. However, when an attempt is made on Don Morgan's life by rival factions seeking to seize control of the city's underworld. Bud is drawn back into the family's affairs, and he must
Got it.
navigate this treacherous world of crime, politics, and betrayal. Bud's journey is fraught with danger as he faces off rival crime lords, corrupt officials, and treacherous allies. He must use his warrior skills and cunning to outmaneuver his enemies and consolidates the family's power. In a climactic showdown, Bud confronts the enemies who sought to destroy his family and emerges as the new patron, solidifying his place as this ruler of the city's underworld. He is now known simply as the Patron. You got that fast, Bud. I'm impressed.
Well, I mean, I was already on the track of it's a mafia movie, and then you said it starts at a wedding. I'm like, oh, got it.
Yeah.
I watched. That was part of my. I did a film class in college, and that was one of the films we studied.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was too old, whether or not people would get it.
Hey!
How dare you?
I think I still am the oldest person here.
No. Well, actually, I don't know. How old are you?
Mid-40s.
Yeah, I got you beat.
I actually had gotten up from the keyboard before you started the story and came back just for the last few lines of it, so I didn't know it had already been guessed. And so I obviously missed the wedding and most everything else, but I was thinking okay, this could be Scarface or Godfather was my first thought.
Well, I was trying to come up with a name of title, because Godfather's way too obvious. I obviously couldn't use that. I was like, what could I use? And I was like, the Patron. That sounds close.
Yeah.
Anyway,
give me a performance check.
Okay.
It's actually
and
really
I
on
would
theme,
throw out
too,
my
'cause-
audience thing. So can I do an audience roll as well?
Sure.
That's for me. Thank you. Where did I? Never mind. I'm not going to do that because I don't have it where I thought I had it. I'll have to look it up. Take the performance check. Bad.
Right. So there's some oohs and ahs from the Myconids who seem to really enjoy parts of the story.
Ooh, that one Myconid is letting out ooze.
But they maybe don't understand.
Okay, never mind.
The ooze? What do you mean?
Yes. Ooze. The way Abby
Gotcha.
spelled
Oh, I
it in the
see.
chat.
It's oozing. Maybe they don't fully understand it, not being from a society like yours, but there is some interest in how the story plays out. Nairi says, "Well, at least I wasn't the one trying to kill the patron in the story."
Yeah, you just ended up marrying Bud.
She says, "Oh, well,
I mean, you could do worse.
She gives you a very annoyed look. Says, "Anyway, I'm just happy I wasn't trying to kill him or something."
Well, that's not until the later stories of the Patron.
I spoke too soon. So yeah, the Myconids are very pleased with your story, and they welcome you to stay and rest as long as you need. You are welcomed friends here. I'll say the group gains another renown with the Myconids for the story. So yeah, what do you all want to do?
I mean, I see a couple options. They mentioned the I don't think they've actually told us what help they were looking for yet. And then
So-
there's just to go out and explore some more.
They mentioned that there were some dangerous tunneling creatures in the caves below that could be of help to them if you got rid of them. If you want to deal with that. Otherwise, yeah, there's apparently a lot of Night Spire still to explore, as this structure apparently goes very deep. So, I leave it up to you, friends, where you want to go next, or what you want to do next.
Is there I would ask them, do you guys have any, so we can't, I saw the pathway we took down here, but I would ask them, do they have any better mappings or suggestions in terms of routes, places, things in the vicinity, a map of some kind, or help us generate a map of some kind?
Well, our people have some maps of the caves. We, for the most part, well, we traveled through Night Spire. However, we don't really have any drawn maps. We just have scouts who kind of know the way through, because most of our people don't need to go into those tunnels. I mean, we mostly use them to safely move deeper. As we said, the caves have some dangerous predators and burrowing creatures in them. So it's mostly to trade with the other Myconid collective that's a little bit deeper underneath. Again, we lost contact with them. So if you do end up going down, perhaps you can find out what happened to them.
Have you seen any signs of this corruption deeper? The corruption that affected you?
Most of our people were around this area. Those that wandered deeper were, we assume, were killed because they haven't returned yet. So
I just wonder whether or
we
not
don't know
we
what's
should.
down there.
I just wonder whether or not we should have Lynn prepare any more of that antidote before we journey further.
Well,
think
it
we
does
should.
seem
That's a good
like
idea.
this corruption only affects plant-like creatures. I don't think it's had any effect on actual humanoids like yourself.
Oh, well, I meant more for the tribe you trade with that you've lost contact with in case they're infected, but their plight may be something different entirely. I do not know.
Well, unfortunately, if they are infected, it might be because of us. I mean, we were, in contact with them when the plague started. One of our people may have very well brought it down there. Then again, they
Sources
might be
connect,
fine
or
down
they-
there. Like maybe they just saw us get infected up here and closed themselves off, and we just maybe haven't been in contact because they're afraid we'll infect them. We have no way of knowing though unless we send people
Are your
down.
water sources connected?
Yes, eventually they are, I think. Well,
Hmm.
actually, would they be? I'm going to say no, they have a different water source.
Okay.
Because it's a bit
Well, then
deeper,
perhaps.
quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't
Then
know.
Lynn would ask, like, then I could make another antidote so that we can cure them if they have the corruption, but I will need a lot of like I forgot what CR like they have to
Country.
be so for the mass healing thing.
Lou, I think you made it up. Like you gave her a CR for when she was concocting that before.
Yeah, let me go
Yeah.
to my earlier notes for the goblins.
Do you have components?
Oh, yeah, so you needed the tree
don't.
essence. That's the essence you used.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know what like CR it is.
I know what a tree and CR is, but you might need a powerful plant creature. It might not just be a high CR creature. So
What
it
about
might-
those?
go ahead.
The sovereigns?
No, the sovereigns aren't quite high enough.
Okay.
What about those mounds? Those brackish. What were they called?
The brackish
Those, like-
Trudges.
trudges.
Yeah, those are cool.
Those are not
But-
as powerful as the treant. Like you might literally either have to
Okay.
find a treant or something just as big that's been infected,
Okay.
or you might.
Well,
need
let
to
us
do
keep
some
our
more
eyes out.
research.
Let us keep our eyes out for other options for cures, as well as other signs of corruptions, whether they're the same or different.
Yeah, and I think by now they realize that I'm the one who's actually made this fucking cure.
Oh yeah, we made sure, or I remember
We-
Alette saying that it was because of Bud and Lynn.
Yeah, but nobody
Even though
said
you weren't
which
there,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like
When we
nobody
when we
said
first
which
got here
one
last
is
session.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like nobody said which person it is to concoct that potion. Just saying that me and Bud have helped.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
Alette.
Yeah, I think Alette might have said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you told them, but yes, that's why they are very thankful for what you did. All of you and Bud especially. So yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to keep exploring the Spire, so, I mean, if they've given us a direction, then, with
Yeah, we have to
investigating
go.
this stuff, then
We have to go deeper anyway, and they said they were having some trouble with those burrowing creatures. Is that more or less on the way to further into the Spire, or is that a different route?
So the shaman would say the creatures that plague us are below in the caves. There's a passage you can take to get deeper down. We don't generally go that way anymore because too many of our people have been killed by very large mouthed creatures, as well as creatures that seem to stare at you and cause confusion. Both very dangerous. They both burrow through the dirt below and generally inhabit the caves. So yeah, we just generally have made those off limits. Luckily, our rock here is strong, so they are unable to burrow up to where we are, just through the kind of dirt and some of the weaker stone below.
Oh, if we head for the Spire to enter the Spire proper, are we passing through the space of these creatures that plague you, or in a different direction?
No, the Spire is one way. Basically, if you go to the way you came in, if you go out that way and head, instead of continuing on that path, you go down where the cliffs are. There's a small side passage you can use to descend deeper into the chasm. Those will connect to the caves below. It's also another way to get to the other myconids, but I fear much more dangerous than just traveling through the Spire, as there's quite a few of the creatures. Any
they
you could
cannot
clear
reach
out
you-
will be helpful.
Yeah. If they can't reach you because of the rock beds, then perhaps it's not pressing that we delve there, especially if it's very dangerous and we would rather
No,
continue to the
it's
Spire.
the shaman says it's not pressing at all. The ledges that you would use to get down there are too small for them to use effectively. So they don't have a good way of getting up to us. It's just if we try to go down there is when they're a problem. And there are resources and rare herbs down there that we could use. So that's one of the reasons. And of course, like I said, an easier way for us to get to our brethren who are deeper down.
How about a vote? Who wishes to go to the Spire and who wishes to go below?
I want to do both.
Lynn
I
gets
would like
excited
to.
when
I wanna
Lynn
do
gets
both.
excited when she heard rare herbs.
I would like to help the Myconids. I wouldn't mind going below for a little detour, but
Okay.
that's just me.
Lynn
That's
would
Oh,
Lynn would say
one
I
thing though, and this would affect the group, that passage, there's no way your horse could use that, Morgan. So you couldn't bring your horse down there.
Just miss him and then bring him back, or do you have to recast?
No, I can do that. It's what do we know? What's after the passage? Does it open up, or is it just the passage?
So the Myconids would say there's a large system of caves down below that sort of run parallel to where the Spire is. So there might be a cave that connects to the Spire somewhere below. If you go deep enough into the Spire, you might see some of these creatures roaming around. So be cautious. And I guess here he'll give you some more.
also Lou, I
info.
texted you. I have messaged you privately about Lynn's Python god.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna have to get back to you about that later.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it.
So I think, Alette, did you say which you prefer? Because it sounds like we're leaning towards going below.
With anything, honestly, I know I want to be. I know I want to explore here, but I have no idea where I want to go. So I say we pick a direction and we'll find
Well, we had-
stuff along the way.
We had 2 votes for below and 2 undecided,
Oh.
so let's go below. I'm
Do
fine
any
with
of
it too.
you, just really quick, do any of you have nature knowledge?
Morgan.
Yes.
All right, so
Oh, I
you
thought
might
Minnie
actually,
Oh, maybe
know
not,
what
no.
these creatures are if you want to give me a nature check. Oh, well, maybe not.
Oh my god.
I'm trained in it, but I did not min-max this character, so even though I have some abilities, I don't necessarily put the points
I
into
honestly,
those abilities.
even out of
Yeah.
character, I'm not sure. I know basilisks can petrify, but I don't know which ones confuse.
Yeah, so
I figured they might be like
unfortunately,
boulettes or something. but-
these don't really ring a bell.
I would not share that I don't know to anyone. I'm just being quiet.
Can I attempt it? Can I
you-
Yeah,
attempt
Bud
it,
has his
Lou,
druid
with the-
ability.
the druid ability?
Yeah, you can give me a roll. Oh, so both of you just kind of look at each
Well-
other, scratch your chins, and kind of nod back and forth. I see. Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Bud and I share a moment, but we don't share it with anyone else.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right, what time of day is it? Shall we stay here for fellowship and head out later, or are we going now?
I almost, again, I know it's not efficient, but I'd almost want to, like, again, we've been talking for a little bit. I'd almost say let's spend the day here.
Yeah, because we might have spent a couple hours with your story and just like
Yeah.
visiting them and exploring, like analyzing the items and stuff.
Yeah, I think the story was about 2.5 hours long.
Hey. Actually, The Godfather is about 2 hours long, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If it was Godfather quality, I'm okay with that.
I think that was Bud's joke. It's like 2.5 hours, something like that. Yeah. So it was a while, probably, like you said, around 2.5 hours or so.
But yeah, I just say I'd hint to them. So we've bought these artifacts after we saved you. What kind of? I know you're not used to having humans and a dark elf, and I'm sorry, I don't remember what everybody else is.
Apple.
What kind of accommodations might you be willing to provide us? Ideally, free of charge.
As well, I mean, our people usually just sit on the floor when they wish to rest. We have safe places for you to leave your things and rest as well. I don't know how much more I can offer beyond that, though.
Well, we have our own camping stuff, I guess.
Is your cuisine of interest? Would it work for us, do you think?
Even if it doesn't, Kathy can make them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just trying to get into. Yeah.
sorry, give me one.
He's trying to get
moment.
freebies.
But you never know. Athy could learn a new cuisine potentially.
I can
Have
always
interesting
rise to the
recipes.
occasion. New ingredients are most interesting to work with.
Exactly.
Hey, sorry everyone. My dog is pushing to go out again. So can we do a break?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a
Sure.
break at this point. And
All
as
right.
you're out, you can research recipes to give Athy and.
All right. well,
I'm gonna also take 5 to 10 if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
back in a
Yeah.
moment too.
I have like, where the fuck? I think everybody could like check if this about this if everyone wants to.
Like what?
I'll put it in main chat.
Sure.
This is Lynn's like patron god, by the way.
Oh right. Yeah, we were talking about that
Kinda
a little
got
bit in your thread.
Nice.
Yeah, like
Maliki, is that how you say it?
yeah,
Yeah.
Miliki. I think Miliki. Because like she like for half she's like she also like protects for like half elves and doesn't really pray. You don't really pray to her that much, so it
Oh, this is a good one.
Like,
I actually have
yeah.
my Tuesday night character is her mother's a dryad and her dad is an elven druid, and I didn't know about this god. This is a good one.
Yeah, I'd heard of Amaleki, but I've never seen her, like it really come up in any campaigns. So I think that would be really interesting. I'd like to see that a little bit more of that. Sure.
I like it.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay, it's just me around here. I guess yes. Okay. Hmm. I think no. No need. Not that hungry. I think I will be fine. If I am hungry, I will go ahead and grab that. But no, I'm not too hungry. Just gonna do like this. It's easier for me to do like this. Ah! Anyone back? Hello, hello. Nobody. Okay.
I'm back.
Oh, well, I decided Maliki because like half half elves, you know, and
Sure.
she is like the goddess, she's neutral good just like Lynn, and a nature domain. So Lynn's subdomain is nature,
Yeah,
and
those are all good fits.
and like
I'm
she's
back.
the yeah, she's the one who's the forest goddess. So it also makes perfect sense that she would guide Lynn through the forest and help like her survival skills and various things that she knows.
So
Totally.
if Athy makes a stew and she uses mushrooms, is that like cannibalistic while we're here?
Wait, what?
We're in we're in a mushroom people's colony.
Oh, right.
Like maybe she'll keep the mushrooms in her pack for this
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's actually. I think it's probably actually fine because not all the mushrooms are sentient. Like, so they've got the like in world in Lou's world, some of these big, huge mushrooms are called like shroomwood, and it's like in his Underdark campaign, that's like where we harvest wood from and stuff. Is these big like tree-like mushrooms. So I think it's probably fine. Not all mushrooms are people.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And they're sort of not really cannibalistic necessarily, but like the way they like and I don't know if I don't want to spoil Baldur's Gate but like they like take the dead machinids and they like use that. I don't know. They use everything and they just, I don't know.
But I guess the
Yeah,
mosses and
I'm not
stuff
sure about
maybe do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like they would be like, yeah, I feed life.
I actually really
Eat the mushrooms.
really enjoyed the Underdark. It was actually really pretty.
Also,
Yeah, I loved
have,
that
like,
part. Yeah.
I have found a video. I don't know if anyone wants me to share it, but that video is so fucking funny. It's like it's saying like the material component. No, like the wizard's magic is like programming, so they could have all their own ways of like casting it. So there's this like somebody just made an example like, oh, a wizard like holds a potato and like I need to hold this potato to cast magic missiles, and the other person's like, but potatoes aren't the material component, and then the other person goes like, it won't work if I'm not holding this potato.
I mean, if I was a mage, I might just do that. Like, if I've got a party of people that don't know magic, I might like do ridiculous stuff like that just to like,
Fuck with people.
like yeah, like, like if I had a party of like more martial people that didn't really do magic, then I might make up ridiculous rage and sort of tell them I need stupid things like.
Yeah. So I decided. So I decided to like. I asked Lou if I could like implement similar like tactics for it. So like wind wall, usually it's a fan, but I just fucking blow a gust of wind out of my mouth and then it just becomes wind wall.
Well, I think wind wall is a spell, but there is a fan.
Yeah,
That I
so
think it's called the wind fan. Yeah, that casts wind wall. Yeah.
yeah, but like the fan is not a it's not like the concept is that it needs to have a gust of wind. So if I just blow a gust of wind out of my fucking mouth, and it could just become wind wall, and Lou was like, okay, that works as long as the core concept is like okay. So like I would like blow a gust of wind, and if anyone does not know what it is, like I would have blown a gust of wind and it turned into a wall of wind.
Nice.
That would be funny.
Well, assuming you spent the spell slot.
Yeah, I did not spend a spell slot just yet. I'm just goofing around telling everyone about this shit.
All right, Lou. So if we eat mushrooms in a stew while we're staying with the mechanoids, is that like cannibalistic?
No, they
Very
wouldn't
important
consider
questions.
unintelligent mushrooms to be like brethren.
We figured, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was. Baby am I to you guys, by the way. I'm just 20 and everybody's at least 10 years older than me.
Okay. I always hung out with people older than me when I was younger.
You
Yeah, but the
probably,
thing is,
you probably would see that they have like piles of dead, rotting creatures that they pretty much use for food.
Okay. So they are omnivorous.
Yeah, like it seems like they, like like actual mushrooms, just grow on
Whatever, yeah.
decaying stuff. So they, it seems like they pretty much eat that.
So their food is kind of what we would consider rotting or off or spoiled or molded, right?
Yeah. Although some of it is
Or do they
fresher
have?
meat.
They do have. Well, do they have like? Is there fresh produce and stuff, or is it all like
They would,
mm,
they would probably.
molded meat?
Well, at this point, because they just came back from being corrupted, they would probably have a large pile of like creatures they had been hunting down in the caves. More meat.
Okay,
than
yeah.
usual.
I think Athy's gonna cook for us tonight.
yep.
Yeah, you probably don't want
Because
to
I
eat
don't
any
think
of their
that
food.
I don't think what they're serving is necessarily going to be what we want.
Yeah.
And anytime we're in town, I am fine with spending twice or three times the amount of gold that normal rations cost to say that Athy stocks up on ingredients. Whatever. But I'm gonna say she's always got some good stuff in the bag.
Yeah. That's fine. All right. Well, is everyone back?
Yeah, I'm here. Sort of. Yeah.
I haven't heard
I've been distracted, but I'm here.
from Bud or
I'm back.
Morgan. Okay.
Morgan might still be away.
Yeah. What is wrong with my freaking apps? Mm.
Of course, Ilar is still away.
Yeah. He's very distracted.
Maybe he's pouting
With
he didn't
us,
get anything
but
fancy from the from he didn't get any of the treasure from the
yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was hoping for some magic items. Some official magic items, not like trinket items. Yeah.
yeah. Has he
I like
posted
trinket
a
items though. I think trinket items are underutilized.
yeah.
And like I've had a couple characters who got to roll on a trinket table like for part of their like background or whatever when you're building them, and I tried to like kind of role play like them using their trinkets, and with varying degrees of success and frivolity, you know, but like I think they can be really fun, you know.
Yeah, Edie
Would have been
from
10%. Like I was. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was about to tell a story about so Miri knows of my gnome that didn't make it through past the second level in the Thursday game. She had a trinket that was like part of her story that was like a little music box that
Nice.
she like I like had her use a lot. Like she wouldn't be able to fall asleep without like winding it up and listening to it stuff. So yeah,
My
trinkets are
Tuesday
fun.
character, I built her after the like Witchlight book came out, and so I took the like one of the Fae backgrounds, and they have like this Fae trinket table that you roll on, and you get like 3 trinkets, and it's like a D100 or whatever. So there's lots and lots of trinkets, but so she's got like 3, and they're all 3 really interesting. And one of them is she's got like this pumpkin cupcake where every morning the wrapper like what do you call it like reforms the cupcake. Like so she like eats it every morning and then like wraps up the wrapper and puts it away, and then the next morning she has another pumpkin cupcake. And when she first joined the group, she like was like bribing other members of the group because we're like on the road. You know, eating rations, and she was like bribing other members of the group or like rewarding and punishing other members of the group for siding with her or whatever. Like, oh, you get my pumpkin cupcake this morning.
That's awesome.
Alright, I think everyone is back. So he said we passed 2 hours for the, what did you call it, the patron? The patron story.
Yes, the patron.
So it's about 3:30 at the moment. What do you all want to do?
Did we say we were gonna pass the night here?
Well,
Like, we don't have to spend a ton of in-game time on it, but like we could just say we stay with them for a day and then move on, and then that way we're. I don't know if it matters. We're underground, so I don't know if it matters what time of day we head out. You know.
yeah, that's what Morgan
That's not as far as like light.
suggested, that you stay here the evening. And yeah, I could pass
we'll
time
also
here,
socialize.
and you guys
Yeah.
just let me know
Yeah.
if you're doing anything during that time, but that's perfectly acceptable.
Considering that their food are piles of moldy flesh, I think that Athy will pull some ingredients from the bag and make a small fire, and she's going to do like a carrot, turnip, and bacon pottage with some pan-fried biscuits and a multi beer for everyone.
Oh, that
Yeah, the
sounds so good.
Myconid don't seem to actually have mouths, so you don't think they eat in a traditional
Oh, but
way. Anyway.
Alette does. She will enjoy it.
Well, yeah, I was just saying,
More
like,
for us.
that's why they don't really have the type of food you have, because they just kind of sit in their food and absorb it. You guys actually, eat through your mouths. All right, so I guess I'll start passing some time. Do we have any survivors to scavenge food from the caves for Athy to cook? Or are you just gonna
I can.
Probably some good truffles down here.
You
Yeah,
can
we
also
can
just
definitely get some
make your
mushrooms.
rations more tasty, like spice those up a bit.
Well, I'd like to assume that, like, that's why I said that I've been spending double when we're in town and I buy rations. Is I'm like assuming that I'm improving the quality of the ingredients that she's got. And yes, some fresh stuff she can't have forever, but we just came from town, so I'm assuming she's got some produce, and then she's probably got like dried meats and legumes and stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's
So I
fine. I
didn't
mean,
think
if
we
you
could
want to
fry food,
use
yeah.
rations, because I think, Bud, do you have survival? So you might be
I
able to
do.
gather.
Yep.
So Bud could try to gather for the group from the cave, or you could just use your
what-
rations, Athy.
I like what Athy described. Alette would want that.
All right. So Athy's
But
gonna.
no, if Bud finds mushrooms or wild onions or yeah, like totally, we should still scavenge.
All right. So remind me, Bud, what is your proficiency? Not your proficiency. What is your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is +4, and then
Okay.
I am proficient in survival. So.
All right. So my rule for survival is you scavenge. What was it? I think it's 3 plus your wisdom modifier, like that number, or you can feed that many people if you're in an area that provides. Because just rolling each
Okay.
time is kind of a pain. So I'll say Bud can
Yeah.
feed the whole party if he wants to spend
Then
a
I
few
will not
hours
subtract
scavenging the
any-
cave.
All right, so I will not subtract any rations for the meal that Athy just prepared.
All right, so the snake goes slithering around. I don't know, with maybe a bag tied to it or something.
That's probably expired now.
Oh right,
I'm
right.
probably not a snake anymore.
So Bud wanders
back
the
to me.
safe areas looking for mushrooms and maybe some roots and other things that you'd find down here. And I'll say he finds a bounty, which he brings back for you to cook up, Athy. And I don't think we've come up with any
Fantastic.
rules for your cooking mechanically, right? We just kind of say you're making nice,
No,
nice
the chef's
meals.
feat is actually kind of pathetic, but I just felt like she needed to have it, so that's the only rules I'm following. That, and I've been paying double for rations because she wants better ingredients. Yeah.
What's the chef's feat do? Can you link it?
It's the treats that I've been giving them that give them a little bit of temp HP.
Oh, right.
Here, I'll link it. And then there's actually another thing I haven't used yet that would be on a short rest that comes with it, but it's here, I'll find it. Feats.
Cooking up some nice treats for your friends.
Well, there's the treats, which I can do 3 a day, and then there's the meals, which I can actually do 7 a day, and I've not done yet. But here's the. Does it let me link it? Here it is. There we go. So the bowstring treats is replenishing meal is as part of a short rest, and that's the one I have not done. And then the bowstring treats is a 1 hour of work when I finish a long rest. I cook the number of treats equals my proficiency bonus. Yeah.
Wow, 1d8 hit points to a hit dice? That's actually not bad. It's a nice little.
Right, but we haven't used that once yet because we've either not taken a short rest or people. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't used that yet on her, but yeah, that's not too bad. You're right.
Yeah,
we just don't
with
rest very often.
Yeah, because you guys can. It's 1d8, I think. Wait, let me see.
I think they only get 1d8 regardless of how many hits
one or
add.
more. Okay, that's
use,
less good. But
Yeah.
It's not.
But it's still nice.
Terrible. Per
It's
short
nothing to
rest.
scoff at, but it's not overpowered.
All right.
Well, it's one of those things. I mean, for as long as I've played D&D, I don't think I've ever run out of hit dice. I know it's a mechanic, but I don't think I've ever run out of hit dice.
Well, you also
times, but
played in a
you're right,
party
not
with
very
a
often.
heal cleric, which is basically
That's true.
Yeah, life clerics are just you're always going to be at full health unless they run out of magic, which is hard
Let's face it, Donnie wouldn't have survived without a strong healer.
After
That's
a
fair.
while. Just running face first into everything.
But I mean, even in other games, it's again 2
No, I
short rests
agree.
a day. Even if you max out your short rests, you get to your long rest and you recover half. It takes a well-crafted. And please, Blue, don't read this as disrespectful. It takes a well-crafted series of events to actually run out of hit dice.
I have many a time ran my players out of hit dice. Don't worry, I've done it.
Fair enough.
So it can
Honestly,
happen.
Please do not read my commentary right now as a challenge.
I've noticed that with
I'm not just gonna
with when I play
be all right.
when
let's
I play
see. Go ahead.
When I play clerics and druids, I very rarely run out of spell slots. I get low, I don't have my big stuff, but like I very, very rarely in my campaigns have run out of spells entirely. I run out of magic entirely. But when I play like the warlocks or the paladins, the half-casters or whatever, then like the wizard. I just started playing a wizard. Well, not just, but like the wizard that I've been playing, that I played temporarily on Tuesday when we were in the Abyss, like was my first experience with a wizard. And I felt like one or two combats and it's like, guys, I need a long rest. But I think I think you gotta get up to the mid-high levels too before that's easier as well. Yeah.
Wizards are all resource management. That's
Yeah.
just like half of their.
Wizards
Maybe
are
that's it,
very
yeah.
much about, like, druids and stuff. Spells are part of it, but you also have like wild shapes and channel divinities. Like, you have short
also
rest
think-
resources.
Yeah. And I also think that with the wizards, like if I had played her from level 1 to level 9 or whatever they're at, then I might have gathered more spells along the way. But because I built her at level 9 because we needed the replacement characters while the party was split, I felt like her spell list was really, really limited, But yeah, it was interesting. It's been interesting. I liked playing her. So
Let me move things
A
along.
long rest.
Let me check in with the dice, see if anything happens this evening.
We're invaded. The Myconids save us. I'm just looking at the map and I'm saying we got a lot of defenders.
yeah, like we should camp right here.
Well, events don't always have to be bad. Events can be good or neutral. And like battle is one
So Reldon
type of
shows up.
event.
Reldon shows up and gives us knowledge and my items, right?
I mean, it's something that could happen. So let me know if anyone's doing anything as time is passing. Let's see. All right, so so you make a lovely dinner for the group, Hathy. You all.
Is there any?
Sorry. Well, just any specific way you're going to prepare these, I guess, mushrooms and roots?
I would make a small fire. I've got a nice cast iron skillet and like a little kettle that I can put on a little spit, and yeah, she knows what she's doing.
All right, so
She's got she's got cooked utensils. Yeah,
little,
and she's proficient.
I don't know if anyone's played Monster Hunter, newer games. You get a little cutscene with Athy cutting up all the mushrooms and throwing all the ingredients together. And you all eat heartedly that night. The night passes, no issues. Let's go ahead and long rest.
Is there
Yeah.
during the lead up to the night? Are the Myconids of human enough form that I could potentially ever disguise myself as one of them?
Without magic, that would be a stretch because they look like big walking
Not even with
mushrooms.
the size kit and the skills in it. That's
Are
fine.
they
I'm just
significantly
asking.
bigger?
I mean, I guess if you like somehow made a Myconid suit, like one of those mascot suits, and you're just like walking around with your big mushroom like hat, like flopping around, maybe. But it would be really hard
they
to
have
do
four
with
appendages?
conventional makeup. Sorry, go ahead.
Do they have 4 appendages?
Yeah. So that part they do look human, but like they don't actually have a head. They just kind of have like a stalk with a.
Well, I would be
big,
setting up. I would spend the time potentially trying to both gather Myconid like resources and drawings around the ability to potentially disguise myself as one in the future with some additional crafting. I imagine.
Now, do you have a disguise kit? Also, you're getting low
I do.
again when you speak for some reason.
Yep. Sorry about that.
No worries. Could you link? Is there a disguise kit description that you could link?
Not when I click on it, but I can try to find it on like D&D Beyond and copy
Yeah.
and paste.
I could take a look. I'm just worried. I just am curious if it limits you to humanoids or if it actually says you can like be any creature.
Yep.
Because technically these are not humanoids.
It doesn't say.
Okay.
This is what I see.
Okay, so it doesn't specifically call it out.
And then I do have, and part of my reasoning for thinking I would be able to do so there's two reasons I'm interested in doing this. One, with my new helmet, I can do telepathy, so I could fake that aspect of them. And then also, I guess this does say person. Do they count as a person?
That second one is 2014. The first one was 2024. They're slightly different, but it still doesn't say specifically like that what kind of creature you can emulate.
Yeah, I mean they are plants technically. They're a creature type. So I think I mean, if it doesn't call out humanoid, then you could probably copy them. You just have to figure out a way to construct maybe some kind of myconoid suit, you know?
Let's just find a like mushroom cap that's about the right size to just set on your head as a hat, and then you can like disguise the rest of yourself.
You know, maybe or go ahead.
I'm sorry. Well, as I see them starting to do this, I'm like, what's the goal here? Are you planning to infiltrate them somehow?
I have learned over the years that, well, one, going into character to tell a story makes that story so much more effective. But also as a way of working through a problem, sometimes the ability to, and I immediately break into a perfect example of your voice, mimic a person and their connection to the nature and the world around them and the plants and the animals, and start mimicking.
I'm gonna force you to mimic Bud's voice now. So I want to hear what Bud's voice sounds like.
No, not a chance.
Do it. All right, fine.
Yeah,
fine.
But yeah, sorry, I'm terrible with voices. Guys, I really am. Yeah,
it's me, Bud.
It's not so much a voice and more a slur because you're stoned.
Hey, Bud's not always stoned, guys. Come on.
There's a reason I don't do voices in my little write-ups. I'm good with the descriptions, not so good with the acting. But
I agree. I'm bad too. Yeah, you're good.
Nairi would say, well, I mean, if the other myconid colony is having issues, having a costume to infiltrate could be useful, assuming they don't recognize him by scent. Just off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't end up being relevant, then that we haven't wasted anything, you know. I mean,
and sorry, real quick, what I was going to say.
I would just be worried.
Real quick, what I was going to say before, I would say maybe leatherworking or what's it called, the cloth one.
Weaving.
Yeah, maybe one of those tools might help create a costume that you could use. I think leatherworking would be better, you know, like using leather to make it look like a mushroom. But go ahead, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
I was
and we
say,
can a shroomwood hide.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want our hosts to feel like you were mocking them.
Yes.
So maybe let them know that you are trying to do it and for what purpose, and then they might even help.
Sure.
That is a fantastic suggestion, bud. Yes, and I go telepathic with myconids again. And please take no offense to this, my friends. We are. I hope at some point I might even be able to tell your stories to bring you renown and give your wonderful culture the respect and advocacy that it so richly deserves.
You wish to be like us.
I wish to convey your stories as effectively as possible.
As well, I mean, one of the ways we create more of us is to take the corpses of things that have died and turn them into myconids. Although that would require you to die, which I assume is not
maybe not the best detail for a ballad.
But that is a very easy way we could make you into a myconid.
It's more about the appearance of as to the factual reality of it.
Oh, I see. Well, we don't have much use for those types of things. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how we could help with that. But if you think of something,
just allowing me to do this and of not taking offense is permission enough and help enough. Because as Bud so rightly suggested, this is not meant to offend.
Well, and even that, perhaps you could analyze his disguise once he has completed it and give him tips for modifications that might avoid it being detected sooner than
Our
it has to
community
be.
is
Yeah.
happy to help in any way we can, and no, we would not take offense with such things unless you were trying to trick us somehow, which we know you would never do.
If it works from afar, then it gives us options for approaching if the other myconid colony is corrupted, you know?
That reads like that's what
And,
I
and just
said.
as an FYI, Lou, for mechanics, I am tracking which disguises I have prepared. If you ever want a listing or anything like that, just
Yeah, that would be good. That makes sense. Makes it easier. Makes the story, make more sense. But yeah, so I'll say you would probably have to make some kind of suit to mimic. I'm not sure how else you could use makeup to mimic myconid. You need some kind of like mushroom head.
You just need a mushroom hat.
Well, you
Some
couldn't just do it with
felting,
a
yeah,
hat.
some like felted.
Like
Yeah.
I would
No,
see it more
what
as
I've written down is I have myconid costume work in progress, need leather working or weaving to finish.
yeah, it would make more sense because like how would you hide like your mouth and things? In my mind, I'm seeing like more of those one of those like mascot costumes where you're just like this big fluffy like mushroom thing, which is kind of what the myconids look like anyway. So
Yeah, well, and like I was the only reason I'm even attempting this is because I have the helm of telepathy, which would enable me to do their speech
What if
to some
we
extent.
take one of the shroom woods that's roughly your height and like hollow it out and put some armholes in it?
But it might rot.
I mean, yeah, over time, but we're only gonna use it a day or two, right?
I mean, you could like just do a thing of wood, I guess. It might just be harder to move around in something like that.
We don't need to spend more time on it. I have it in my notes that this is kind of the thing I'm working on, and
Like if
it's
it
a work in
works from
progress at this
afar,
point.
then
Yeah.
if it works from afar, then it gives us options. Even if the details up close are not gonna hold up, you know? It's options.
Well,
Right now, it's a very rough capability, and we'll see if I get a chance to develop further.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's kind of up to the group where they want to go. Like I said, the two obvious things are the lower caves or just back into Night Spire and try to make your way down into the lower levels.
Based on the
Yeah,
votes earlier, I think we said we're going below to see what these digging monsters are
into the caves.
and to look for rare herbs.
Well, that's unexpected. All right.
Is it? I'm sorry.
Lynn gets
Yeah, for some
even
reason
more
I thought we said
excited.
Spire, but I'm fine either way.
I voted for Spire. You voted for I don't care. Lynn voted, or I'm sorry, Alette voted for I don't care, and Bud and Lynn voted for go down. So
Oh,
Okay, I misunderstood.
I mean, we could do caves. I just need to grab a map.
yeah.
As you.
But no,
Yeah, like I said, I was fine
also-
either way. It was just my misunderstanding.
No, I was also I don't care, honestly. I voted for Spire, but it was more like that's our goal here, so I'm going to vote for that. But like, yeah, I was really in and out of character fine either way. Yeah.
All right.
So we had two votes for go below and 2 votes that abstained and 1 vote for go to Spire. So
Well, it sounds like go below 1. So let me
Yep.
make it happen. All right. So you're navigating the caves, heading down below, and I assume the point of this is to kind of explore as well as clear out some of these dangerous predators, right?
I think we're looking
Yeah.
for reagents for Lynn.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
yes,
and
trying to-
also any sign
ahead.
of the scouts that disappeared.
Yeah, some of their people who
Mhm.
went missing.
Oh, yeah, that's
All right. So I'm assuming we're going to be using survival for this expedition, right? So I'll take up to 2 survival checks from the group. Whatever.
Okay.
Unless there's a different
guess.
skill you guys want to use that you can justify.
Hey.
All right. So
As
yeah.
good
Look
as
at that.
as good as Paratha is at cooking, she actually has really almost never left the city and is clueless at camping and survival.
All right.
Well, that's decent at it, but she prefers not to.
So
She has the skill if we ever need it, though.
Morgan is like, wait, why aren't we going back to civilization where I can tell more stories?
that's a good question.
And I'm guessing Ilar is probably more of a city person too.
Now, you guys are using light sources, I assume, right? Are you using
Morgan would
torches?
have
I
to,
would-
unless someone wants to give me a night vision or dark vision.
Yeah, I would have to.
I think we have a couple torches or light or lanterns.
Yeah, Morgan specifically has the bullseye lantern, which I know is different.
If we get closer to combat, I think there might be some light spells. Bud, you have light spell, right?
I have dancing lights still.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we can say
So torches.
you are
Yeah.
using dancing lights to light the place up.
And the rest of the party has dark vision.
All right. So you go to the other area. You kind of climb down this narrow side path into the caves below, and you definitely think you're in the right place, as there are several large holes in the floor as you come to this new area, as well as some bones of
Just from a
various
mechanic
types.
standpoint, did I have to dismiss Frink too?
To come down here, he could not follow you.
Are these bones humanoid?
Here, let me just change to the
New map.
overland map because I don't have a map specifically for this place.
Oh. Sad.
So you're exploring. What was your question about the bones?
Are they humanoid?
No, you don't think they're humanoid. They look like creatures that may have been wandering the caves.
Okay.
I guess with nature training, because I know some of you have it, it definitely marks that this is probably the territory of some kind of apex predator. You would see, looks like the bones sustain damage from some kind of, what is it? Let me see. It looks like heavy slashing marks on them, like something sharp was biting at them. So probably something with nasty teeth. But as you get deeper in, I'll say that with your high survival checks, you find some tracks. Looks like a very large-footed creature. You would guess, and actually at this point, since you see the tracks, I'll give you another nature check to try to know what it is.
Nice. Not the best, but nice.
So,
Respectable.
what is it? You
Not
two are
again.
like,
Uh,
in tandem. Oh wait, no, never mind. That was okay. Yeah, it's close. So,
There was only one check this time.
yeah,
One person.
you both think you know what this is now.
uh-oh. It's one of those things, Morgan.
Yes, one of those things. Oh, okay. I think I've seen this before.
Yeah, that's what
A
I was afraid of.
large, dangerous creature that confuses with its gaze and has very powerful pincers and claws it can tear at you with.
And as what I know, I believe it's gaze. It's not a danger to look at it, as I recall. Or what would I know?
So you would both know that it can employ its gaze, at which point, basically, if you are, what'd you roll, a 16 as your high roll? You know if you're within, you're not completely certain of the distance, but if you're within a certain distance of it when it does its cone-shaped gaze, your willpower is needed to fight off the effects of confusion. So sometimes people die because they just kind of stand there as the thing tears them apart, as they get confused by looking into its eyes, and then it just eats them while they are trying to figure out what's going on. Very dangerous.
Would I know of
predator.
any, or would Bud know of any specific remedies against that? I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I can think of what is good at preventing confused.
So, let's see. Yeah, so unfortunately, averting one's gaze does not help with this. It's more of a magical energy the creature protrudes. The only real protection from it is to either be strong-willed or stay away from it, because it only affects things within a certain range, which, like I said, unfortunately you can't remember.
And when you say will, or is that an allusion to wisdom?
Yeah, like a high wisdom save.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure I was understanding the mechanics correctly.
You also know they have dark vision and tremor sense, so they're extremely hard to sneak up on, because they can sense movement if you're on the ground. The tremor sense you would know is 60 feet. The dark vision is 120.
I imagine Bud and myself are relaying most of this information about the challenge that we have in front of us, potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe like set up a trap of some sort and lure it with their tremor sense, making
Like
a little
where we
earthquake.
stay super still and make the noises where we want them or something.
Yeah.
If they're
Bud
often
could be an animal of.
often if they're burrowing, they'll sometimes stay still until they feel something moving, and then they'll burrow up to it and just like jump out of the ground and try to confuse it, then just rip it to shreds. So that's kind of
We
how
could
they,
have
they
Bud.
surprise.
We could have Bud transform into a snake or some other animal and lure it out and then get ripped apart and then attack. Like, you're okay with that, right, Bud?
I mean, why would I need to change it to an animal to lure it out?
Well, because then you could form back into your human self. I only want your animal to die, not you die.
I appreciate that.
But he'll still be where his animal died. So if they are assaulting him, yeah.
Yeah, details. It makes for a good story.
Nairi would say, well, I mean, I can stay back with my bow and, pelt whatever you want me to shoot, as long as it doesn't pop up and attack me.
Okay.
But I think,
I don't think we change what we're doing based off of this.
she says, unfortunately, I've never hunted a quarry like this thing. I know of boulets, but I don't think I've ever encountered an umber hulk close to the surface, whatever
These
it is.
don't sound like beasts. These don't sound natural, are they?
So, Bud, you would know these are large monstrosities, and you would also know they are actually considered evil. Like, they toy with
They're
their
not
prey and revel in suffering. They're, like, actually
Okay.
pretty chaotic and evil. Not nice things. And somewhat intelligent, close to humanoid intelligence.
Okay. So dangerous.
Yeah, they're not beasts.
Do we know if they
at all.
communicate? Or have the ability to communicate?
They have a very primitive language, actually, called Umberhulk. So they do have their own language.
Oh, wow.
I'm assuming none of us
Not
are
a-
trained in Umber Hulk.
I doubt it.
I did not see that in the list of choices, and if I had, I probably wouldn't have picked it.
Is it considered a beast or a creature or something?
Monstrosity.
Monstrosity. Got it.
Which is like a uber beast.
Hmm.
Alright.
I could do command.
Well, it's somewhere close, so it might already be sneaking up on you for all you know. What do you want to do?
Perhaps we should let's spread out a little bit. Like, let's not be too close together. Like,
Are we
I
back
know-
in the
I'm
open?
not-
Oh, sorry.
we don't want to split, but I'm saying, like, let's not be. Let's put
Clustered.
10 or 20 or feet between each
I'm
of us.
staying
you know?
in the middle.
You are currently in these caves, which kind of vary in size as you move through them. So some areas are more open, some are more like confined. I don't know.
Could
We're
definitely be like
expecting-
strung out through it in the more narrow areas.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
can try
in a
to
line.
choose your environment, like go to a more open space if you want. Right now, you're in a more open
Yeah, I think-
space, but there are areas.
If we
that are
find
more
a space
confined.
that seems like really good for combat, really strategic, then maybe like we should like hang out there and make some noise. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I like that idea. Is there anything we could set up? Like I don't know. I guess they're really smart, is what you guys said, so they might not
Well,
fall for it.
They're not. They're smart
Trap.
compared to animals. Well, yeah, because you rolled your check. But
Yeah,
I'll say Bud.
They're not.
Bud would know like mechanically like int 9, so -1.
Yeah. We could also have the steed do some stamping. That would be a good way to get them to come since they have the tremor sense.
Oh yeah, Morgan.
Oh, yeah,
summons
that
his
could be
steed.
Frank could be the bait.
If
These
we
things
find
are
a
smarter
spot, we
than I
really,
am.
yeah.
Oh,
Aw.
Just just keep that in mind when we're dealing with them.
Bud's feeling a little bit. It's like I could learn Umber Hulk a bit. Oh wait. Oh.
Wait, did you say intelligence is 9?
Yeah, their int is 9. Did
Oh,
you all...
okay. Then actually, they're smarter than
Oh my
Athy
goodness.
too.
So they
Sorry.
smarter than? Did you all dump int? They
probably
smarter
me
than the
too.
group?
Yeah.
They're actually setting
No,
up
Yeah,
there.
and-
They're
and
like,
so-
all right. If we put some
14.
traps
I'm
down for the
Morgan
humans,
is of normal intelligence.
they're
Thank
sitting
you.
over
I'm
there.
14,
We'll
goddammit. I'm
yeah.
14.
They actually are setting
There you
up
go,
traps
good
for
girl.
you guys.
All right. Lynn will
I'm
save
14. I'm
us.
14. Okay. I'm
All right.
14.
Yeah, before Lynn and Morgan showed up, we had no intelligence
Half
in
the
the
party is just like who, like
No, wait. I mean, maybe Una
like
was a
who,
little.
who at each
Yeah.
other and like throwing their hands up. It's like, what have I gotten myself into?
Yep.
All right, so yes, unfortunately, the Umber Hulks are smarter than several of your members, but it happens.
Not me though.
Lynn's read some books. She's all right. So what are you doing? You want to just try to hunt
I
one down?
do think.
I think
Yeah, I
we're
think we are
looking for
trying
a
to be in
really.
a.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, I was just saying I would, especially as I summon Frank 3, because we are now on Frank 3. I am counting every time after we summon him. I would send him as we're starting to explore a little bit. He is maybe 60 to 80 feet behind us, being actively making noise. Like he is, as I
Oh.
think Athy said, like stomping and kind of jumping up and down as a horse is likely to do. To potentially trying to mimic almost. Yeah, trying to mimic almost as if like us are a little bit of a scouting party, and he is actually a part of a main group. He's like bouncing around trying to mimic as if there were multiple horses, not just him.
More hooves than his.
All right, so you're trying to use him to kind of lure them out.
Yep.
All right.
If we find a really, really good spot that like defensively and like terrain wise, like I don't know. I don't know. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so you said he's 80 feet behind you guys.
Yeah, 60 to 80.
All right, let me consult the dice on this.
He's gonna get chomped, and we're not gonna be able to
Potentially,
get to him
but that
or
just
around
means
us.
that he's up to Frank 4. I'm really curious how far I go in this campaign, how many Franks I get to go through.
Frank
It's
is
a
not
challenge.
the biggest fan of this plan, being somewhat intelligent himself.
He's I'm chatting with him about it, and he doesn't like being recast, but he's okay with it. He understands his purpose. He's a friend of mine. We get along well.
Glad you can speak for Frank.
I can. I have a telepathic connection with him. Thank you very much.
All right. Give me one moment.
Wrong button.
Loading.
Dun dun dun. Guys, I might turn into a pumpkin soon. I'm sorry. It was it was a really long day. I
Oh,
started
I
my
thought you
meeting.
mean in the character you could turn into pumpkin. I'm like, what?
No, sorry, no. No, I started my meetings at 6 a.m. and it's 10:30.
All right. Well, if you want to hop out at some point.
We're about to fight a really scary monster. That's.
No, I mean I'm not planning to log off. I'm just like if I I don't know if my head hits
Right as
my
engaged as you
Yeah.
were at the
I was
start.
gonna say it's gonna give you nightmares if he does off in the middle of it.
All right. So. And sorry, who was holding the lights? Oh, Bud, you said you had your
Bud and Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan, you had a torch, right?
I have a bullseye lantern.
Lantern.
Specifically.
Okay. So you spent one of your oils on your lantern.
Actually, thank you for reminding me. I will do that.
Okay. I just need to set
Do you need
up-
more oil? I have a few if you need them. Just let me know.
just
Pretty
setting up
sure
your-
I have 18, so yes, I am.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, you're prepped.
No, that was definitely something I thought of because it's one of those things that I never remember to do, and so I was like, I'm gonna make sure that I buy enough oil so that if Raven ever calls me out on it, I'm like,
Well,
oh,
and
nope,
also
I got
oils
plenty.
are actually really strategic too. I've seen them used in a few big plans, so
Alright, so as you are walking through the cave, you would suddenly hear a crash from behind you and the screeching of Frank 3. Give me initiative.
Say, does he? Do I get at least roll to see if he survives?
And we would have been more spread out than this to start.
oh
I
fuck
mean,
yeah.
because we were planning on
Yeah, you
being
can
like that
spread
the whole way
out
through.
to
Yeah.
within 15 or so feet of your current location.
Where's
Okay.
Frank token?
Frank is to the south, somewhere in the dark.
There he is.
Oh no, he's
So we
already
hear
on the board.
the sounds of a murdered
You need
horse.
me to roll
That cannot
initiative
be-
for him?
That's gonna be horrendous, right?
Hold on. Can you delete the token I just put in there?
Yeah, I did already. That's weird. Is it still on there? It should no longer be on there. I deleted it. Maybe try refreshing.
That's fine.
But yeah, go ahead. I'll roll initiative for Frank since you can't see through his eyes.
Does he show his proper armor? It's 16 now. Is it the barding?
Let me see. Yes, I show him as 16.
So you said roll initiative on myself and everybody else.
On everybody.
Yeah.
Poor Frank. We love you, Frank. Thank you.
Wait, I forgot. Oh wait, I didn't roll initiative. Damn it.
Yeah, so highlight your token and just click
There we
initiative.
go. Why do I have such trash?
Remember,
Me and Lynn in the back, as always.
remember, roll for Nairi as well, whoever's playing.
But
her.
resort, because I think Bud needs to come to the top.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm just waiting on Nairi's roll. Whoever's who's doing Nairi? I have it as Alette. Yeah.
Charlie.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I need to roll initiative for Nairi. Goodness.
Alright, so the first act, as Bud screeches in terror, is going to be Bud. What do you want?
Bud
to do?
screeches in terror.
No, the horse.
I can do that. That's fine.
Is,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh, are there any?
I'm thinking that this is going to be one of those fights where I want.
So
to
this is
have
where
the
you
option
heard
of
the
casting
screech
some
come from.
spells.
Oops.
No, it's
over
okay.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotcha. I might want to have the ability to cast some spells at the beginning here, so I don't think I'm going to rage just yet. I will go ahead and put Shillelagh on my quarterstaff, and I'll kind of ease forward. But I cannot see anything.
So I'll say, with your passive perception, Lynn, you think you hear 2 of these creatures down there.
No,
Oh
that's not good.
God, I will tell the group. There's 2. I'm scared.
I don't blame you. I will. Sure. I will cast Spike Growth. Hoping that if we can't see them, they can't see
Nice.
where I am putting this.
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and
sorry.
place it.
20-foot radius sphere. Sorry, I do this every time. It's in resources. There we go. 20-foot radius. And I will put it.
Just right in the dark. All right. Sorry,
Oh,
Frank.
sorry.
Oh, there.
The point
okay.
where I can see it, so that because I can see to right here. So I would put it out there where I can see it in the direction of the sounds, trying to avoid getting Frank trapped in it in case Morgan wants Frank to run back to us.
Okay.
Is
All
that,
right.
is that good?
So you.
It looks like it put 2 of them out there, maybe.
No, I just see one. So you
Oh,
put
I'm seeing, I
down
guess,
the.
an after image.
Yeah, it's probably the bug. All right, so you throw down the spiked growth as little cracks form in the ground from where these secretive things are. You're not sure if the Umber Hulks see them or not. Anything else?
I'm gonna click it again just because I don't think it cast when I did it before.
Oh, you mean like remove
Alright,
the spell slot?
It still didn't remove the spell slot.
Might be
I
a
will
setting for
manually
that.
remove the spell slot.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. So Frank, now did you yell out any orders for him, Morgan, or is he just...
Not in particularly. Yeah, he would have had my general orders, which would have been protect us and defend yourself. Would have been his kind of general.
All right. So for his turn, he is just going to try to kick this thing. As it comes out of the ground, he just does a otherworldly slam. I think he only gets 1 attack at this level.
Correct.
13? No. So he kicks a very tough hide, doing nothing. That's going to end his turn. What's Nairi doing?
She's going to try to hit it if she can get to a place where she can see it. We're trying to spread out, right? I think she would go out this way. Maybe. She would go over here. Sure.
Alright, so she
she still can't see.
rushes forward a bit, but
anything.
yeah, unfortunately... Oh, wait. Does she not have vision on? No, she
Oh
doesn't.
yeah, I don't have vision through her, so maybe she does see them? I don't know.
Let me fix that.
Okay.
Now you should be able to see through her.
Okay, can I go back to where she was before so I can just
Sure.
calculate that better? She might have made a different choice. I think she was she here?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so maybe she would go... their direction? Can I... Okay. I don't want her to get too close because she's ranged, but we want to spread out. So she'd go there, and she can't see anything, even though she's within like range of what she could shoot. But she still can't see them. So I don't know if there's anything she can do.
I don't know
besides
how,
dodge.
but for some reason... Oh.
Like I'm within like, well, let's see. Like I can sort of see them a little bit. But she would be able to shoot them, but I mean, I guess she could shoot at disadvantage if she's got an idea of where they are, but
Yeah, so if you want, you can have her fire into the dark.
okay.
Had to, for some reason,
she'll-
it gave the wrong version of your character, so I just fixed it. Alright, so she's
Okay.
firing at where the loud noise is, which is kind of over here. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah. I was just reading about her archer's eye. That's 3 per turn, round for day, so she's not going to do that. Going to do a regular attack. at disadvantage.
So 14, the arrow just flies into the darkness, and you don't really hear any response. Second attack, or does she just have one?
I thought she had
Just
2
2.
because did she leveled up? Yeah, because she leveled up, I think.
Yeah, if she's leveled up, then she should have
8.
2. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I didn't level her sheet.
Because I remember, we had her do 2, and then we realized she was not at that level.
That's
and then-
fine. I think her sheet needs
And then we
leveling
leveled her
up.
up.
Because
Yeah.
I still see your sheet as being level 4, but you can take another shot.
Oh,
We might need to
so-
level her up.
Okay.
So she fires again into the darkness. Disadvantage. And yeah, 8 is going to miss. She curses and says, I can't see anything. Bud, light. And that's going to be it for her. Athy.
Bud Light. I don't mind if I do.
Not
You just hear
good.
it.
Don't drink it. It's awful. Anyway,
Starts drinking. What? Oh, light. Sorry, go ahead, Athy.
Oh. Oof. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move. I meant to measure. Let's see here. I guess I don't know. I guess I'll run in 10, 15, 25. I'm hanging out with Frank, and I want to
Why do you
Lu-
not have dark vision? I could have sworn
yeah,
I
I was
gave
gonna
it to you
say,
so
Lou,
many
I should
times.
have vision from here. And
What's
I don't,
what's
yeah.
your level? 60 feet?
120 dark vision?
Oh my god. Okay. Let's try
Yeah.
this again.
All right, so then
Now you should always have
I
that.
guess
amount.
I will. Can I Eldritch Blast? I guess, how much?
So you would have seen them from back here.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I guess, and see if I'll try and target this guy.
Target which guy?
This guy. I think there might be cover with the mountain or whatever. The stalagmite.
I frozen. I don't see you pinging.
Okay,
try
so
refreshing.
bottom right, the south, the east enemy.
Okay.
Umbra.
So yeah, you see him in the darkness. I'm just refreshing to see if that fixes. Okay. So this guy here, go ahead, fire at him.
I'm sorry, where are my macros? Sorry, oh gosh, I'm not sure. Oh, I guess I'm gonna just Eldritch Blast. Okay, alright, where are my macros? There it is. No? Why I don't appear to have a macro. Alright, I was scrolling through my sheet and now it's like loading and it's loading and it's loading and it's loading. Oh shit. Okay. It's just loading. Oh fuck.
Would you like token macros?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know, maybe. Let's try this. Oh no, Eldritch Blast doesn't have I don't have a macro for Eldritch Blast. Alright,
Okay. I thought I saw one. Oh, I guess you don't. It's weird. Alright, well, do you have a spell attack macro? I don't even see Eldritch Blast as one of your cantrips. Do you have Eldritch Blast?
maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe I might be mixing up my characters, and I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like,
might
let me
not.
do. All right. So I'm so sorry.
Do you want to wait a turn, or
No. Where am I? Oh, there's nobody in view though. I don't see anybody. So I moved my movement. All right. Let me do one more thing. Bonus actions. Yeah. I'm gonna shift. That's
Alright.
my turn. I'm gonna shift.
So you rush forward, shift, and take the dodge action, I'll say. Alright, so the Umber Hulk goes. It's going to roar at the beast as it kicks its friend, and then just lunge at it, doing a horrific rend attack in the darkness. It will strike poor Frank, doing 13 slashing to him. It'll then take
Can I hear
a...
at all where where the attack is coming from?
Yeah, it is over here. Just kind of...
And
Lots of
Frank is
noise.
right here?
No, Frank is right here.
Okay, I gotta reload. I
Yeah.
gotta refresh then.
I
'cause
think
I'm
when
seeing
Frank is
Morgan
here,
pulled
right?
his horse on... No, when Morgan pulled his horse on, he made a duplicate of Frank. Frank is down south.
Oh, I need to refresh then
Okay,
too. 'Cause I'm seeing
then I
two
think
Franks.
I put the spell in the wrong place because I was seeing a Frank that wasn't really there. So
Yeah,
shoot.
same.
All right, yeah, go ahead, refresh.
Oh, yeah, that did change things.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Sorry, folks.
when I
Oh,
think when
wow.
Morgan pulled it
That's a
out,
lot.
it made a duplicate
Sorry.
that would not delete.
Wow, I just refreshed and wow, yeah, it changed a lot.
Sorry, folks. I didn't realize that.
It's
It's fine.
No, it's not your
uh,
fault.
There's
It's
no
like
way. Yeah, there's no way any of
delays
us
with
could have
the
known. Like you
yeah,
can't
it's
see what we
delays with
see, but
Roll20. Yeah, yeah.
Well, and I didn't. I thought I thought Frank wasn't on the map because I can't see him either.
He is down in the darkness over here, where you well, you assume you hear him.
Oh, I guess I can see the bar. I just hadn't looked and saw the bar.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that
All right,
bar
well-
was Frank.
maybe they'll come up through the spell area after
Alright.
they kill Frank.
So he's going to take a second rend on poor Frank. So that is... oh, that's actually going to miss, as Frank finally has armor. So you hear a clank as the claws rip into the armor, but don't damage Frank. Oh, but the third attack is going to crit. Doing
Of course it
another
will.
12,
Wait,
which will take Frank
oh.
down.
Bye, Frank.
After that, it's going to move north one space into your vine, so give me damage on that. Using 10 feet of movement, because it's difficult terrain.
All right, it's 2d4. Oh,
So
5
it takes
piercing.
5 piercing. It's then going to move to the side. Let's see, it's 10, 15, 20. That's not that smart. What's its movement? Okay. And then I guess oh wait, how far away are you?
So it only moved 5 feet through the spikes.
Yeah, then it backed off. It didn't keep going because it's
Got
you
it.
know, it's not completely
Because it's smarter than I
stupid.
am.
Yeah. Why didn't it keep running through? So he's gonna dash around
But
using his
I run
movement.
up and charge through the spike growth.
I'll get him. Ah! All right, so yeah, that's how you do a voice impression. All right, so yeah, he rushes up this way with a dash, ending his turn.
Okay.
Towards poor Athy. Alette, what are you gonna do?
There's another one down there we hear.
So you,
Or
I
let
think,
her-
can
or
see
Lynn
this
heard-
one now, but you do hear
Yeah.
another one in the shadows, also coming
Okay.
north towards Athy.
All right. She will move forward then. I think I can get there. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Will drat. Guess she will.
Get him.
Yeah, I can't get up to him to hit, which is unfortunate. Unless I miss. Oh, I could Misty Step. Yeah, I think she'll just she'll Misty Step because she doesn't want to. She wants to get into a very specific place. So
Alright.
that would be your bonus action to do that. So she disappears in a little poof and appears on the other side of the Umber Hulk. But I don't. Yeah, I think here
Alright, so Link
wouldn't be able to
Misty
get
Step,
flank, but
please.
yes.
As you step
Of course, I
into
closed my
the
sheet.
mists suddenly appearing. Here, I'll give you some token macros. Or wait. Oh, you have the new sheet. Ignore those macros. They won't work for you.
I didn't see them, so I think we're good.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, I forgot. I had something that I wanted to do instead.
Well, unfortunately, you have missed.
Never mind, it's fine.
Yeah, so what are you going to do?
She is going to attack it.
Alright, so it looks confused as you suddenly appear stabbing at it.
Yeah. And my booming blade, it looks like it's right where it wants to be, so I think I'll probably just attack it twice.
Okay. Alright, so 22 is going to strike. It is very armored with an AC of 18, but you would get through.
Oh, wow.
Stabbing it for 6. Describe the first level of wound you put on it.
Oh, I guess she would kind of get underneath its little carapace thing a little bit.
Alright, shanking
But, yeah.
below the armored area. It roars in pain and
Yeah.
looks very upset at you. Second attack, please.
Yeah, and she would definitely like appear next to it, like she just loves Misty Stepping, and she was like, boo! Just trying to have fun, even though she's terrified. Just trying to act with some bravado. And then she fumbled, of
alright.
course,
You
because she
almost
was.
drop your sword as you go, oh god, as this huge thing is barreling down on you. Alright, that's it
Yeah.
for Alette. The second Umber Hulk is going to move north. Some difficult terrain, so he's only going to get to here. Then he's going to dash, moving over to here, and then he's going to use his gaze, which he's going to point towards Athy. So Athy, I need a wisdom save. As you look into this thing's eyes, and you feel strange. He has the hypnotoad
Did my roll
eyes.
come through?
I don't see any roll for you yet. Oh, so unfortunately you are going to fail. So let's see what happens as you are affected by the gaze of this creature. Let's see. So you can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. And does this happen right away? I guess it does. No. I think this happens on your turn. Alright, so you're kind of shaking your head trying to figure out what's going on. That's it for the Umber Hulk win.
Well, good thing I have the boots on. I could get to them very quickly. I am going to. Where should I go? Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to avoid the other thing. I'm going to go to like spend 10 feet of movement to jump
30 feet, alright.
what
So suddenly you
30
just
feet over
take off, leaping through the air. Also, if you pick up your token, you can press Q to measure.
I did. So I jumped 30 feet over to here, and I think I won't like I will like continue to like move over to here. So I'm close to everyone, but not too close.
Okay, so you move
So-
25 feet with your movement.
Is it 25? Oh yeah, 25 feet. Yeah. And then I will cast wait, what do I cast? I can try to do something. I'll cast Bless.
All right, so touching your mother's symbol around your neck, you hum a little prayer. And who is being affected by this bless?
The only 3 people I could.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's Alette, Athy, and
Athy
Bud.
and Bud.
Feel
Yep.
free to mark yourselves as being blessed. It's up to you to remember the D4.
Remind me what symbol is bless.
The little book with the.
I'm going to put this in chat.
Yeah, it's the
Please.
white book.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. All right, so
Okay.
Lynn, you are concentrating on that spell. Please mark yourself accordingly. Anything else from you? That was your action.
Well, yeah, I don't think I have any.
All right, so Lynn's turn ends. The brave Morgan.
Um,
Your horse has been slain. What are you going to do?
Those punks.
Measuring
killed
the
a whole-
diagonals right.
It should be measuring diagonals correctly, yeah.
30 feet to there.
Yeah.
What kind of blockage is that mountain providing?
This is difficult terrain to hop onto, but once you're on it, you can move around normally. So it's just one
What
square of
level
difficult
of-
terrain.
What level of obstruction between me and the beasts at the moment?
It's none. You can fire over it. You actually have this one is completely.
I was actually hoping they couldn't see me.
Oh no, it's like 2
That's fine.
feet off the ground. So
You said it counts as difficult terrain.
yes, although hopping on top of it would give you. Well, no, it's not high enough. Never mind. But from where you are, you can see this one clearly, I believe. Yeah, especially with your lantern around your yeah.
I want to changes my plan a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna just. Yeah, I don't. Well, they're probably not gonna focus on me, but with only. I think with 30 feet, I can actually get to them. I'm gonna, I think, come over here. Bonus action or action dash.
Okay. So
There.
you rush around the rock over there, yeah.
And then I am, just for the time being, unfortunately, I think all I'm going to do is a bonus action magic weapon, grabbing a hold of my battle axe. Give it a little bit more ability.
Alright, so your battle axe begins to glow as you chant, channeling some of your divinity into it. I believe that... Is that concentration? Oh, maybe not.
It is not, which is
a new-
specifically why I'm using that.
Yeah, it's the new rules. Okay. Alright, so your battle axe is enchanted, at least for an hour. What else?
That is action, bonus action movement.
Alright, so Morgan ends his turn. And the round will also end. Bud. What are you going to do?
Right. 10, 15, 25.
You would see that Athy is kind of shaking her head, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, and this is specifically the confused. Like, does it give any other conditions other than confused?
She can't take reactions.
All right. But it's not considered paralyzed.
No, she is normal other than her confused state.
From my limited knowledge of these things and my 8 intelligence, do I know if she can snap herself out of it or if someone else needs to snap her out of it?
You think she'll come out of it naturally and fairly quick. It just might impede her for like a small amount of time.
Well, alrighty then. Since they are wise to my spike growth, I'll just let that drop.
Alright.
And I will cast Flaming Sphere.
Alright, so there is a burst of fire as your sphere comes into being.
I'm going to put it right between the two of them.
Yeah, concentrating on the
So let me
effect.
grab
So
that.
which one is it going for?
Um,
That guy?
I'll,
Oh, sorry, that was me.
this-
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to, let me just, if I slam it into one of them, I could leave it in that space after I do it, right?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay, because I want it to be between the two of them, but not close to Athy. So I will, yes, I will. Which one is holding her? Which one has her confused? This one?
That's the one that blasted her with the confusion, yes.
All right, since I don't know any better, I'm going to slam it into him and see if maybe that'll break the confusion.
Alright, so it attempts to leap out of the way as the fire goes towards it. With a +1, he is going to make the save, so he'll take half damage. As he is singed a bit by the burning. So
So he takes 3 damage.
Giving him 1 level of wound, and go ahead and describe how you wound him.
The flaming sphere smacks into to his hide, and as he like manages to jump out of the way, it just gets one of his legs.
Alright, so yeah, he howls in pain, chittering, annoyed
hot-foot.
at the sphere. Anything else for you?
I don't think there's a bonus action that I can use at the moment, so I'll just call it a turn.
Alright, go ahead and mark yourself as
Oh wait, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I will
Yeah.
go ahead and shapeshift
Alright, so
Nice.
you
because
turn...
I can continue concentrating on the flaming sphere, and I can slam it with a bonus action
Yeah.
even while I'm.
Alright, what are you turning yourself into?
That is the question, isn't it?
Still
What do I
broken.
feel
Thanks,
like
roll
would-
20.
I will go with the tiger.
Alright, go ahead and pull yourself out and just set your initiative to the 20. So Nairi, which is, I think, Alette. What's Nairi doing?
Yes, so she is going to. Does she have? Do they have cover from those stalag?
Yeah, so they
Mites.
would both have cover from your current position.
Okay.
Because you got a bunch of people
Alright.
and stuff in the way. So
Yeah,
plus
'cause I was
2 to their
thinking
AC.
that diagonal.
It's AC 20, right?
Yeah. Okay, so she's going to. Let's see if she can make it somewhere where she. Can she get on this rock? Oh no, she'd still have cover. I think no matter where she goes, they'll have cover. Unless she goes right up behind. Oh no, she couldn't even get there. So I think she's just going to. She doesn't want to get in a line. Because we were warned about that. So she'll start moving her way down here.
Okay.
And make a shot with cover, I guess.
Alright, so firing
that's
at this
Alette's
one, I
sheet.
assume.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, make your shot.
Okie. Archers, I. Plus
Alright,
1d10 to its
you
next
don't,
attack.
Yeah, or to damage. That's a bonus action, so do you want to do that for the shot?
Yes.
Alright, so she does a bonus action. She also has Hunter's Mark, if you want to place that. That's a
Okay.
concentration.
Yeah, because she can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can see it now. I was going to do that the first time, but I couldn't see her. And then I forgot. So, yes, Hunter's Mark. That's
Okay.
her bonus action instead, then.
So she marks the creature, putting a bunch of magical or nature energies on it, then fires. 21 will strike it even with cover of the arrow. Flies through the air, sticking in its hide. So go ahead and roll damage, and a d6 for the mark. And marker is concentrating when you have a moment.
Okay.
So 8, and I think she has a macro for the d6.
Oh yeah, I just found it. Yeah, I just rolled from the roller, but yeah, I see it now,
Alright.
so I'll use that next time.
So the creature howls in
and then
pain, taking 12. Second shot.
Okay. Oh wow, she's got. Oh, sorry, I'm just discovering things.
Oh!
Ooh,
She lines
nice.
up a perfect shot as the creature stumbles back.
Ooh.
And 2d6 for the mark. Someone's
You
trying
think
to
it
steal
will it roll?
MVP.
Will it roll? Oh, so I have to roll that.
Yeah,
again,
that
so.
one doesn't crit, unfortunately. So 9 and 11, so 20 points. Youch. That one stuck it right in the gut, putting it to a second level of wound. Go ahead and describe what happens for the second level of wound.
Oh, it in the maybe the space that Alette had made for it, she just takes advantage of that weakened spot, and yeah.
All right, so where she stabbed it. All right, the arrow strikes. Creature's in a lot of pain and upset. That's it for Nairi. Just make sure you markers concentrating.
Right,
Athy.
that's what I was about to do. That's right.
All right, I think I'm gonna attack this one.
All right, so Athy lunges towards that one. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack. I don't know. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so you slash that one.
Oh,
Unfortunately, the first slash is going to bounce off its hide. Second one is going to connect though, as you stab it with your
I
short
would
sword.
like to let's just smite. I'm gonna Eldritch Smite.
All right, so you channel some of your warlock energies, doing a smite.
Yeah, it would make sense that she would be kind of
All right, so
emotional right now.
20 points, getting its attention. And
All
is that
right.
it for you?
Let me just check something real quick here.
All right, one moment for me. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Do I have anything on a second? I think I already. Yeah. That's all I've got. Oof.
So, Athy she casts magic unknowingly, when she's scared or
Yeah, she's
emotional or
running in with
something.
her sword, but then the other
Alright, sorry.
effects are happening.
So
Yeah,
was there anything else
makes
for
sense.
you?
Nope, all good. That's all she
Alright.
got.
So the Umber Hulk is very angry about those arrows. Oh, you were confused. Oh, you should have not. Well, yeah, you were confused for your turn.
Wait, I was confused.
Yes,
Did I have
from
a
that.
save?
You failed.
You
the
failed
save.
your save. So actually, roll a d3 really quick.
D3. What is
Yes.
a D3? Does that exist? Okay.
You can just make
All right, wait. That does not exist in the roller, so let me make this up. All right. Let me.
Well, actually, you rolled well, okay, that might matter depending on what you roll on the d3. Or I can roll it for you if you want.
No, you're
I don't
fine.
know if I would know how to
I don't
roll
have
a
good
D3.
lighting right now in my.
Oh, so that was the one number you shouldn't have rolled as you turn around to stab
What?
Bud.
I was bad. What?
Yeah. 'Cause
One
he
number
was
out
the
of 3,
third
and so the
creature
chances are-
going kind of clockwise. So
I'm
yeah,
just
you
gonna-
kind of turn around and stab at him. And I'll just do the 7 damage. You wouldn't do your smite. Because, yeah, it would just be like a random attack, basically. Because you rolled a 13 for your first attack, and I believe that is his AC.
That is my AC.
Yeah. So yeah, that was your confusion
So-
attack, and now you are no longer confused.
So I take 7. I take 7 points of damage,
Yeah, from your beast.
and then I gotta make.
Wait, did I hit you? Did I hit you for the first one?
You did.
Yeah, 13
Oh,
is his
okay.
AC. That's why I said that's the only way it would have mattered. Because he's the only one with a low AC of the 3 of them.
I do succeed on my concentration check though.
So you seem confused for a moment. This thing is going to check something. No, you're too far away. So, Athy, you still don't have reactions yet, so it's going to move here. And then it's going
I mean,
to...
I have not used my reaction, but
Oh, well, the confusion that
Guess
this one left on you is going to last till the beginning of its turn. So, at
Okay.
this moment, you're still under that effect. And then he's going to blast the 2 of you with a
Damn it.
bonus action confusion ray. So I need wisdom saves from Alette and Lynn.
not me.
As he-
What? What?
No,
What's
not you.
what save? What save?
Wisdom saves. DC is
Wisdom
14
save.
on this. Alright,
Oh
so
my
Alette
gosh, that's lucky.
resists.
Alette is not wise.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
You both
I am
resist.
trained in wisdom.
As you feel yourselves getting a bit confused, you shake yourselves out of it. The creature, annoyed, is going to just roar and start slashing at Alette with its rend. Nope, you dodge the first swipe. Ooh.
She'll riposte on that.
Oh, okay. Reaction riposte. Go ahead. Now, 16 is going to bounce off its hide. As you do that, he brings a big claw slamming down on you with a 23. Striking for 10
Yeah, that'll hit.
slashing. Cutting through your armor as you kind of wince in pain. And then a third rend will
Oof.
bounce off your armor, luckily. Took that one.
Yay.
Remember, you have 3 temp,
Take it.
so you should probably have 3 more
Oh.
points than you currently have.
Did I have 3? Oh, wait. Did I have 3?
Unless you didn't actually have
With
them.
3.
I think that was from...
but
Oh,
it was
that was
like
from yesterday. Yeah. So yeah, that's not there.
Yeah.
All right, Alette.
I would have given it to you again, but yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Go ahead, Alette. What are you gonna do?
Oh, sorry. I was updating my little token, the symbols. She is going to attack it. I also have to subtract my thing for that. She's going to attack. She might actually Booming Blade this time because they seem to like to. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, she'll attack
Well,
once with
he was
Booming
trying
Blade.
to get away from the flaming sphere. Was his main thing. But yeah, keeping him
Mhm.
still might help Bud if he's flaming. But
Yeah.
go ahead, make your attack.
I had to make sure my Booming
No.
Blade.
Alright, so that was a booming blade.
Yeah, but it didn't hit.
So yeah,
So.
your blade thunders, but unfortunately just bounces
Oh, well,
off
I-
his hide. Yeah?
Oh man, I would have had advantage on. Nah, never mind. That was my fault for forgetting. Still, she's gonna move.
Oh, you hit with your last
be-
attack?
No, she would have had advantage on the opportunity attack. So, but I forgot, and it's been too long.
Oh,
so.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna move around it. So that we're not lined up.
Wow.
Alright, so you
Continuing
step
to try to
around.
keep from being clustered.
Yeah, looking
And
out.
I think that's all she's got.
Alright, so let's turn.
Is her bonus
and-
action? Yeah.
The creature goes. Were you saying something, Lynn?
Is that the spike growth? Didn't it disappear after like?
Yeah.
Yes, there's no spike growth
It-
right now. Alright.
Yeah. Then why is that sphere still there?
The
that
sphere is flaming sphere.
A flaming sphere. Alright.
No, the area, the like circle.
What's
The area, not the actual, not the small
Not this?
circles. Yeah, the other one. Why is
You're
that
having the
still
same
there?
problem. You're having the same problem that we were having before. You need to refresh, and it'll go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an unfortunate bug that for some reason they haven't fixed yet. All right, so the Umber Hulk is going to blast the three of you with another confusion ray from its eyes. So I need wisdom saves from the three of you. It's going to be Lynn, Bud, and Athy.
Okay,
annoying
I
now.
feel certain I can get this.
Wisdom save.
All right, so
Alright.
Bud shakes his head and throws off the effect. I just need Lynn and Athy. Oh no, Athy is
Wisdom.
affected again.
Yep.
It's like what's
Where
going
am I?
on?
There we go. There we go.
So for a moment you are
I mean, she was-
unconfused, then you are immediately confused again.
Yeah, she was raised in the city, so having her drawed back to the civilization or whatever.
She's
Oh, shit.
very, very confused. All right, so the creature, doesn't like that flaming sphere. So he's going to come up this way, and
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. He is going to go for Bud, since Athy hasn't technically hit him yet. He's going to do his Rend. Attacking once, 18 versus AC, I believe will strike.
Yep.
Clawing you for 10. Are you raging?
Nope,
Alright, so 10
because
slashing.
I'm concentrating on the useless flaming sphere.
Hey now, it did a little bit of damage.
Wait,
Second
3
attack.
points of damage.
Well, maybe it'll do more if it holds up. Oh, oh no, 13. That is your AC. So he would strike with the second rend, doing 13, which drops your form.
Yep.
So where
That
are
was-
you reappearing?
Well spent.
I
You
guess
know
just
what? I'll
pull
be
yourself onto
standing.
the, yeah.
Okay.
And he'll take. Well, actually, which are you farther away or are you next to him?
I'm gonna be next to him so he doesn't attack Athy.
Alright, so then he'll take his third attack on you as well.
Wait, let me make my concentration check on the. Yeah, it's gone.
Alright, so this
Cool.
rend will miss, luckily, because your AC is 15 now. So that ends his turn.
It's actually 17 now.
Oh,
I'm holding a shield. I don't know why it's not showing it right.
alright. Do you have the shield turned on? Well,
Yep.
anyway.
My
Uh,
on the sheet it says 17. So
Alright, Lynn. We'll figure it out later.
Well, I was too close to the goddamn places that I had to make the wisdom save, so I'm just gonna back out a little bit over here.
Okay.
Does that still affect me? The convenience stuff
So the
still affects
blast
me,
is
that-
a 30-foot cone, from what you've seen.
30-foot cone. Give me a second. Let me just see a 30-foot cone from. Oh, okay. Unless they're targeting me specifically, I think I'm fine. Wait, no. Never mind. What? Yeah, never mind. I'm going to move a little bit more.
Okay.
Just
So
going
you
to
continue
get out of the
backing up.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay here.
All right. So
That
that's your
should do.
movement.
And then I'm going to do. Where the hell is my spells?
I'm not familiar
Can-
with that action.
What?
Not familiar with the where the hell are my spells action.
really, I take it every round of combat.
That's true. It's actually pretty common for spellcasters. Anyway, so
Yeah.
what spell are you going to do?
I am going to command.
All right. So you cast a command on the creature, forcefully
Let me see.
channeling divine
Which
energy.
one?
Yeah.
What am I going? Who am? I'm just going to debate on whether or not I should cast second level. You know what? I'm casting second level.
Please link the spell first off.
Shit.
so I can see what it does.
And I'm going to use a second level fucking spell so I can cast that. And wisdom save, I am going to literally command the both of them. I think it is it far enough?
What's the range on command?
60 feet, so yeah, it's far
Yeah,
enough.
so they are both within range. I don't see anything about upcasting command, at least in the description.
Upcasting, upcasting, I could choose another creature every upcast.
Yeah, it doesn't include the upcast and the details.
Alright, you might want to add that if you have a chance, but which command are you going with?
Give me a second. I'm probably going to use halt so that everyone can actually do something towards.
Alright, so there is a booming halt, which comes from you. The creatures, the first one is going to shake its head with a +0 and resist. Rolling higher, it's a very good roll. The second one, oh no, definitely fails and is halted by the ferocity of your command. Ending your turn. Morgan, what do you want to do? Unless you have a
I'm
bonus
going to go.
action. Sorry, Lynn, I just realized you didn't spend your bonus action. Anything else?
Oh well, bonus action. I don't have anything else. I can't cast another spell anyway.
All right, Morgan. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. Go ahead and move down to here, and we're going to start swinging.
All right, so you rush up.
I don't see.
The creature.
I don't see a way.
Yeah.
Turning on magic weapon. So.
It's
add a
fine.
plus
We
one to my
can.
roll.
Yeah, I mean, you could always make a global modifier, but yeah, we can just add 1 to your damage and attack. First swing kind of smacks into his hide, but does not penetrate. He turns around and roars at you as you deliver a second blow. Oh, jeez. All right. So yeah, you stumble a bit as you run up to him because both of those will just miss. Anything else?
Yes, but my initial plan. Something else. Just read this. Let me just read this quickly, just to make sure.
Sure.
So this one is commanded, right? And this one is not.
This one down here is commanded. This one is not.
You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to save my spell slots.
Okay. That is fine.
That's my turn.
So that ends your turn. New round, Nairi. She says, watch out, Alette, as the thing slashes you. Keep mobile.
Trying.
And what does she do? Oh, wait. Is it Athi's turn? Oh, it's Athi's turn. Never mind. Top of the round, Athi. Athi, being confused, I need to make a roll to see what you do. Actually, I'll let you roll. Give me a d8. Let's see what Athi does. I guess I can roll. So Athi is going to take no action this round. So she just kind of stands there confused. Now it's Nairi's turn. What's Nairi doing?
Okay. She's gonna
Actually, it's
move
me.
the-
Oh, right.
I forgot
'cause
to
you,
re-roll my
you didn't
initiative.
re-roll.
Yeah.
All right, Bud.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now that all right. No, that's fine. I'll rage and attack this guy and try to keep his attention on me.
Alright, so you slash at that guy as he's looking towards Morgan. +2, yeah, 27 is going to strike it, slamming it in the back with your shillelagh. Hitting it for 9 as your staff pulses with energy, and it now turns around once again, angered at you. What else?
Bring it on. That's it.
Alright, so your turn passes. Nairi, now I promise it is your turn this time.
All right, she's gonna move to see if she can get somewhere without cover.
I don't think she can, unfortunately. Alette kind of got
I mean,
in the way
if
of
I
it.
move like here, like oh sorry, you can't see that. If I move like here,
So
Or would
Alette
that
would
be-
still be covering one of these squares of the creature.
that always confuses me. Okay,
Basically, like, there would have to be nothing in this lane here. The 2 squares of the creature's lane. And since there isn't a Alette in that lane, she's kind of in the way.
she'll just shoot with cover then,
Alright,
because she's not lining up with Alette so that she can shoot over her shoulder, because that's just asking for trouble.
it's
So
true, yeah. Alright, so she
just-
fires a
she's
shot.
got the hunter's mark on it.
Yeah. Pew. Oh, well, there's the comeback with the natural
Balance.
1.
So, yeah.
So, second shot will strike, though. Once again, hitting the creature, doing 13. Seems very upset. And, well, unfortunately for it can't really do much. Anything else, Nairi?
All for Nairi. Actually, I mean, maybe she'll move a little bit away. Move away. Because she doesn't have to be that close. She's got a long range.
Alright, so she backs up a bit.
Yeah.
The creature is going to blast you with some psychic energy. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, actually, I have a thing for this.
Like Alette just got lucky last time, so. Oh,
Alright.
nice.
So I
Wait,
need a
he-
wisdom save.
He's halted.
Oh, right. Thank you. So yes, the creature just kind of stands there, still under the effect of the Lynn's command, so it loses its turn.
Do we have advantage
Good
on
call.
attacks against it?
No, it just can't do anything for its turn. It
Okay.
just kind of sits there.
Got it.
Alette.
Can't do shit.
Nice. That's wonderful. Okay. She's gonna move around the Umbra Hulk a little bit to try to give some space for.
Nairi says,
Nairi.
"Get out of the firing lane." Remember
I'm
your-
trying to
remember our
also stay.
training.
I'm trying not to line up with everybody. I'm trying to not line up with everybody. So she's going to attack from there, and
Alright, so she stabs at it.
I
as it's
can't remember if I
trying to
managed to attack last time. So.
shake free of the of Lynn's command.
Later,
I don't
no.
think you hit it last time. I don't believe so.
No. Okay, she's gonna attack twice just because if I miss the first one, I'll be sad.
All right. Oh.
Yeah. Glad I did Booming Blade.
So that is going to miss with the first.
Oh.
Oh, geez, everyone's rolling terrible right now. All right, so you stab twice, but its armor keeps it protected. The Umber Hulk as well. Anything else?
No.
All right, so the Umber Hulk is going to go. It did not like you stabbing at it, although it didn't
I don't like it either.
But yeah, it didn't like what Bud did either. So it's gonna step here and blast the 2 of you. Actually, I think you can get all 3 of you. Let me see. So doing its charm thing. So yeah, the 3 of you, I need wisdom saves.
Me?
Yeah, Alette, Hathy, and Bud.
Well,
Ooh,
What?
I mean,
I'm gonna use.
Bud, and
Me?
I'm-
Oh yeah, not Alette. Sorry, Lynn, Bud, and Athy. You're gonna use what, Bud?
I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use
Ah,
my heroic inspiration from being a human
All
to
right.
re-roll that.
Human reroll. Oh, there it is. All right. So you luckily do make your save, and I'm not sure if Athy's still with us. I'm just gonna do a quick save for her.
I think she might have gone to sleep.
All right. So she is not having any luck with these confuses. It's confused again, shaking her head once more, and this thing is going to claw at Bud with its multi-attack. You dodge the first claw as it swipes. 25 is going to connect with the second, though.
Yep.
Slashing you for 15 points of damage. And a
Half the
third...
7.
Yeah, and a third rend is going to be wide as you duck.
by the way, Lou, does the
That's,
halt last 1 turn or 2?
One turn.
Okay.
So that's it for the creature. Because it used its attacks. Lynn. So this one is no
Command
longer-
again.
Another command. All right. So you spend another. Is it first or second level spell?
Second this time.
All right. Playing the odds. So once again, you halt.
I
again.
am going to... No, I this time grovel.
All right. So you command them to grovel.
So everybody can have actually fucking advantage on them.
Okay. So grovel. That's going to be another wisdom save.
Hopefully I succeed.
First one is going to make it again. One's strong-willed.
Damn it.
The second one with a +0 is going to fail. So on his turn,
Ah.
he has to grovel because he doesn't do it as a reaction. It's on his turn. Anything else?
Not really. I'm probably going to back up a little bit more again, just over here. Perfect.
Okay.
Now I'm out of the way.
All right. Morgan.
Take a couple steps down just to keep him kind of surrounded and hard to move target.
Wait, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm just going to move a little bit back. I just realized I'm not out of range.
Okay, no worries. Go ahead.
Maybe
Yeah,
moving
so
over
you
here.
get into a flank position with Bud.
And then I will go ahead and swing at him.
All right, coming in with Battle Axe
There we
23
go.
is gonna strike with the first hit.
So we're gonna not my fighter ability, my background. I can't remember what. I get to roll damage die twice, once per turn.
Okay.
That
All right. So he
8
takes...
with the +1 from the magic weapon,
Oh yeah.
and
8.
then smite.
All right, and you channel a smite, expending what level spell?
I get it for free once per day with my channel divinity, which I believe is just the default level.
All right, so
Not
yeah,
channel divinity,
you're
sorry,
free.
paladin smite.
Yeah, free smite at 2d8. There's an explosion of radiance as you strike him.
And rolling it twice just because of the feature.
Does the feature extend to your smite damage as well? Is it just the damage
I
roll
think
to
it's
the weapon?
all dice roll. I think it's all dice rolls.
I'll see if it's
That's
weapon
worth
damage or
asking and double
damage.
checking, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be really good if it's like just all your damage. Weapons damage dice.
Weapons, yep, you're right.
Yeah.
The weapons damage, so yep, 9 only.
Yeah. So
Do I still get the +1 from the magic weapon on that as well, or just?
yes. So that would be an extra. Well, not to the smite damage, but to your base damage, which I can put on. So that was 6 damage. Or wait, did we do that already?
So it would have been 7 +1 for
Or
8
8,
plus
okay.
9.
All right,
Yeah,
so,
plus 9 for a total of 16.
All right, so I'll just put 1 more damage in case I missed that. Alright, so the creature looks very unhappy with you as it's now fully turned and getting ready to strike. Anything else?
First off, yes, I will channel my divinity to distribute temporary hit points.
Oh, I think you also have
Myself?
another attack. Sorry.
Yep, nope, I plan on getting to that, but first, since I don't plan on smiting on the second, because that's a bonus action, I do want to use my Inspiring Smite. Give myself 13 temp HP.
Alright, some shielding from your smite.
And then second attack.
Alright. Yeah, 19
Nice.
or 21 will connect. Cutting him again.
Damage. For 7 points of damage.
Oh, and what's the effect of your weapon?
It's just a bonus attack and
topple.
damage.
Yeah,
topple. Yeah, I guess I could go for that.
Can possibly be prone. Let's see. Con save. Oh, with a +3, he is going to... What's the DC on that? Plus the strength, or what do you use to attack? Strength or charisma?
Charisma.
Alright, so...
+6. Or +3, sorry.
So +3 and proficiency is going to be 6, so 14. Yeah, he is knocked prone. Falls
Done that
to
on the
his
first
knees.
one, but that's fine.
Hell
Alright.
yeah! Both prone now. Fuck.
Alright, yeah, they're both... well, the other one is going to be prone on its turn. It's going to be a new round now, but we probably want to end here. Because I know people
Yes,
gotta
please.
go. Let's do MVP votes. And I'll let you guys get out of here. Make a note, which I hopefully remember on this creature, that it has to go prone next turn. Alright, I got 3 votes. I think I need one more because I think, yeah, our warlock hit.
I think we lost Athy.
So Athy has 2 votes, but she's not awake to take the point. I'll just put her down as MVP, and hopefully someone reminds her next week. Good job, everyone.
We can also type it in the main chat.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Any,
Thanks,
any-
everybody.
Fun one.
Any comments on the game? Just let me know.
Some good little story elements there. Some good combat.
Yeah, and I love Umber Hulk.
Man, it's so
I just
useful.
wanna say it.
You love Umber Hulks? Yeah, they made them a
I
lot
do.
more powerful.
I
in
love to
this
hate
one.
them.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Classic
I gotta
D&D
run because I got a
monster.
meeting in the morning. So.
Yeah.
Just
I
wanna-
am, I am just
that's
happy
fun.
that my fucking command keeps only having one target down.
Yeah. Were you saying something, Morgan?
Yeah, that's always great.
Yeah, it's minor feedback, and I could be in the minority, but again, since you asked for feedback, I'm the type of person that gives feedback. The whole how do you want to do the wound feels like overkill to me.
See, I've
That's
gotten mixed
maybe-
on that. I've had a lot of people say they
Yeah.
really like it, so I was trying it out in all the different games. I'm only doing it for when you actually wound them, like the different levels of wound, so first, second, third, and killing shot. But I would really like people to be more descriptive with the attacks, because I feel like,
That's fair.
at least for me, it's like attack, I hit for 5, okay, I'm done, attack, hit for 3. It's like, I kind of, in general, and I don't want to make people do it every attack, but like, that's why I kind of was like, well, tell me for these like important times what you're doing. But yeah, I mean,
I think it could
definitely.
be good for
For
a
me,
while until like people get used to like doing that or like feel more comfortable doing it. Because I sometimes want to do that, but I just feel like I don't want to take up more time from because combat can sometimes be.
Yeah, and like I
know.
can, and that's kind of
Yeah.
why I think like doing it for every attack might be a bit overkill. But like I do appreciate the feedback because it's good to get like alternate opinions on it. Yeah, so I'll keep that in mind, and maybe like I'll give people an opt out if they really don't want to. I do like it
Yeah,
just 'cause-
and I have
okay.
mixed. Yeah, it's mixed feelings for me. Like on the one hand, I totally agree with what you're saying,
did I
and
do?
kind of think you're right in terms of trying to encourage people to speak up and be more descriptive. On the other hand, for me, it feels very forced. first, at least right now. But again, feedback. See how it
Yeah,
goes.
yeah. No, I do like the feedback, and yeah, we'll try it out for a bit if people hate it. I mean, maybe some games want to do it, some games don't, but we'll see.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I think that's
appreciate
fair.
that. Any
No worries.
other?
Everyone have a nice night.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out too. And
All right. Have a good night.
Lynn, enjoy the. I hope you get to watch the concert, the 3D concert, and that it is,
Yeah.
you know, at least enjoyable for what it is. So, yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
I just realized I just became baby for a second there.
That's all right.
Have a good
All right,
night.
and good night, Mary. Sleep well.
Go get that
guys.
sleep you need.
Yeah. Oh, snooze. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stay here and continue eating my lunch. I swear, I fucking love Command.
Yeah, it's a really nice control spell to help prevent damage.
Yeah, because like, I did the halt first because I realized everybody is getting fucking confusion, and so I'm like, well, I'm going to halt, and then I realized halt so that at least somebody does not get confused, and then I realized nobody's getting the attacks down, so I decided to make them go pro. Since I can only choose one, I might as well choose the one that can benefit everybody else.
I wonder. Let me try something. I wonder if it's copy pasting tokens that causes the error. See, now it's working. I wonder if that's it. I'm gonna try this. Hey, you still there, bud?
Bud is not here.
Oh, alright.
So he left a while ago, I guess, when he said he was going.
That's fine.
Me and Miri are the only ones here. Miri is asleep apparently. I wouldn't be asleep because it's fucking 11:47 a.m.